show. Young Spree, RTM podcast show. Sakafe, Woodrow, Dominica, born and raised. In my hole is where I spent most of my days. Can't forget Canefield and housing scheme. Then mum took us UK to try chase a dream. When I landed London, I was up to no good. Started causing trouble in my neighbourhood. Did the one liquor rubs and the judge didn't care. He said, I'm sending you to prison right now for 2 years. I blew my mum a kiss and then when I saw tears, her face showed the limit of the pain she could bear. If anything I could say, the sentence weren't fair, but I thought, nah, forget it. Yo, mum, have no fear. Have no fear, mama. I know I'm only 16, but I'm built for this. I pulled up to the jail around 7 or 8. Then I yelled to the straight, what's your fam, link you later. Welcome to Feltham, I was finally here. They took me to Swallow and it started from there. So it all started, man. Why for that still? Why? But Swallow's the juvenile way, yeah? All the bad youths go, yeah? So, if you know, you know. Trust me. Free the guys. Use your time to get wise. Time flies. Boom. Welcome to the RTM podcast show. Don't know, we got a special today. All about the prison system. Free the guys. Gonna start with free the guys.
1,000 times.
But, yeah, boom. Young Spree. Big Bad Spree. Here with my co-host today. Normally.
The boy, don't make a pinky notes. Wow out on all these little platforms with me and Temper T. Go check that out. Scary Times out as well. All that shit. Ha ha ha.
Ming the Merciless.
Ming the Merciless in the building. This chair here, we've got the lovely Gucci back in the building. Representing the Chris dark skin gal them. You get me? Because obviously prison special. She's been in prison. Dwayne, we're gonna leave you. Dwayne, Yusuf, Dwaine Patterson is here. Make sure you check out his episode if you haven't already. Elmo's going mad.
Sick episode.
Yeah. Make sure you check out Dwayne's episode. Yusuf, very good episode.
Sick.
27 years in the big house, 7 years solitary. We'll find out more about that today. And before we get to you, Mobeen, we got a special guest today. Well, we ain't had his story yet, but he's an ex-prison officer, this one. Jeff, he's the enemy, this one. No, but it's cool. He's a black guy. We're gonna find out why he went mad. No, but he's pattern. He's not a screw no more. He's pattern again.
Nah, he might be right. He might be.
No, big up. No, big up.
We don't know. We don't know.
No, respect, bro. No, respect, bro. Because you know, we've got PTSD against prison officers. Do you get what I'm saying? But you're looking at one of us. You're going mad. But hey, Mobeen, big up yourself.
It's been a good long while.
You're going mad.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months since the last time Mobeen. I think that Linda or whatever her
I
name.
dropped in when the Linda D'Souza video dropped. So I don't know if you saw that. Linda was a prison officer
The screw that got beat.
who was having sex in prison.
Yeah.
And do you remember there was a video? And a lot of people at the time, there was an assumption. I remember on the day I got it.
I rate her.
You rate her. I remember on the day I got it, I thought a lot of people were saying it's an OnlyFans thing, it's a fake, it's not real. But she was a prison officer, and then it went viral. I think it's fair to say it went truly viral. And so that's when I started making this documentary, and Spray was good enough to have a conversation.
Because I'm the one that snitched.
Effectively, you're the one that put the video
I'm an
out
idiot.
there. Yeah.
No, but I was told to put it out there. But we spoke about that anyway.
We did, at some length. So I think that was...
So I got her a bird.
Yeah? Kind of.
Sorry, Linda. That was mad.
That was at the start of that process.
Bang out of order.
That was at the start of that process, and then a good 6 months later, we're still making this documentary, which is looking at the prison system more broadly. And so I'm pleased to be here, and I want to chat to you lot.
What have you been doing though since?
That's a
What have you been up to?
question. So do you know what? I think the entry point,
Why for that? Where's my cards?
the starting point was very much Linda. And you know when you start these stories, it's like it's pulling on a thread, right? So it's quite a narrow focus.
All right, wifey's on because you're going so.
Then you start pulling on that thread, and the story gets broader and broader and broader. So I would say it's gone from being about one individual to being more broadly about what is happening in prisons, looking at things like contraband, looking at drugs, looking at how that stuff is getting in, looking at the corruption of prison officers.
Yeah, but don't you think that's fucking up the pattern for the...
Let him land, please. Yeah, because please, go on.
Yeah,
continue.
so looking at all of those things and looking at how it's happening, why it's happening.
Whose phone is that, please?
Whose phone is this?
Go on, man. Go on.
So looking at why it's happening, what the kind of mechanisms are. Yeah, looking at the mechanisms and, asking those broader questions really about what this means and how the prison system is working or not working.
Oh, so is that what the documentary is about?
Yeah, across 2 hours.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about a whole different range of stuff. We're going to be hotting up the prison system as well because they need hotting up, and you know what I mean? They're not dealing with us correctly in there, and there's a lot of people suffering, and we need to expose them for this behaviour. We're not animals. Do you get what I'm saying? And then I've got people. I'm not laughing.
Sorry.
Why are you laughing? But this, brother, you can sit out. This isn't a childish.
Sorry.
No, but I'm saying no, but I'm not laughing here.
I never said you...
No, but I'm saying no, but this is. Do you know what I'm saying? Not like that, but I'm saying like obviously you lot's got your agenda or whatever you're here for, or whatever. But I'm saying what I'm here for, and it's not laughing. It's not joke. There's man them suffering, bro. When I'm saying free the guys, it's not a joke. There's man suffering because of how they're being dealt with in the prison system, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? This is, do you know what I mean? I'm being serious here.
No.
Yeah, it's not no joke. Like there's man here that suffered 27 years behind bars, 7 years solitary confinement. There's people here, free chaos, free bed. There's people here, not here, but I'm saying people I know that's under like wrong conditions, bro. That need, do you know what I mean? But anyway, we'll get into that. I'm just going mad quickly because this is the bit that's in. So I need to make sure in the bit that's in, I'm saying what I need to say.
Sure,
do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's my focus. But anyway, we're going to let you ask whatever questions you need to ask. Like I said, we've got a range of different people here. Dwayne knows everything about prison. Yeah. I would say, do you get what I'm saying, from his travels. Gucci, she's been in the women's prison. Obviously, I don't know about all of that stuff. But first, we're going to get onto this pagan. No, it's ex-pagan. Because, no, but do you know what? What's your story, Jeff? Big you up as well for being here. And,
Yeah, no.
do you know what I mean? Because not everyone would even be on that, to be fair. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So big you up for even being out. I've seen you on some stuff. I didn't watch it, but you're quite funny, though. You're a madman. Yeah, you're a madman still, get me? But yeah, what made you get into all that? Give me your background, furthermore.
So
where was you born and all that stuff?
Born in London Bridge, Girls Hospital. Obviously relocated to Camberwell. I studied criminology and psychology in uni. So initially, I was looking to get into a field that orientated around that. Then obviously, it's mad because I used to like work in like retail, innit? Like the high-end retail on like New Bond Street. When I get an email saying, what, do you want to open up a prison? I'm thinking, oh, fucking.
Open up a what?
A prison. So this was Thameside.
You want to open up a
Yeah. So like, obviously, Thameside was built in 2012.
Okay.
So obviously, initially, I've come and worked in like the canteen department. So I didn't even start as like an officer, innit? Until like one day, I'm going gym, and one of the governors has said, oh, listen, the officers are getting mashed down on like the wing. We need someone that's got a good rapport. Like everyone knew me because I was I had a distinctive look about myself. Like I wore Pradas, like it was, and everyone that saw me, like obviously I knew some from road and whatever. Like the rapport that I had was always like a positive rapport.
Parcels.
So
No, but it's cool.
never, I've never. But I'll get into that anyway. So obviously, like I've got enrolled as like a wing officer, like around November. They put me on like the toughest wing. See, that's the thing with jail. When they see that you've got a good rapport with prisoners, they'll normally put you on a wing where like all like the violent manner.
So where was you, on Thames or Meridian?
No, I was in Thameside.
No, I know.
The Thameside, the actual prison.
Oh, Thameside, okay.
Yeah, so I was on.
Just calm
So
down,
I started on.
I tried to tell you before. Go on.
Yeah, so I started on B uppers. That was the worst wing in the jail at the time. And obviously through that, I got like cross deployed. So like to different units. So I worked in like SEG, worked on like the detox wing, got cross deployed to different prisons, Loudon, Doncaster, Wood Hill, Dovegate. Yeah, I was in the system for 10 years.
Listen, mate. The question was, what made you become a prison officer? What made you sit down and tell yourself, okay, cool, I'm going to do this? Do you get what I'm saying? Because from retail, that's fine. We're cool with people doing retail, working in JDs and all that. That's fine. What made you say, all right, cool, I'll do it, I'll be it? Do you get what I'm saying? Did you have friends that's gone to prison?
Yeah, loads.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
True.
See what I mean?
But you know what it is? It's obviously where initially I wanted to get into probation, but in order to get into probation, because I didn't want to waste my degree. You see what I'm saying? I've spent 2 years studying criminology and psychology.
You can ask him anything, you know. Don't just be a yellow.
Yeah, I studied criminology and psychology. So initially the plan was to get into probation. I didn't envision working in the system for 10 years. Do you understand what I'm saying? That wasn't the plan, you see what I'm saying? But, yeah.
One thing I want to know is, so in this whole period, we've spent quite a bit of time speaking to prison officers. We've spoken to some prison officers that are working at the moment. So they've done non-ID interviews.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about people that are in the system right now. And when they talk about levels of corruption and things they've seen, I'll give you an anecdote. Like one guy who is currently a prison officer told us that someone offered $1,000 for him to bring in like food from a takeaway that he wanted. It was just like someone trying to show off, saying, look, if you do this for me, then we're going to turn you. And so there seems to be this theme that people are being corrupted and being offered stuff, and it's basic economics. And I want to know if you ever came across that.
Like loads of times. Do you know what's crazy? It's mad because the reason why I never got involved in the parcel game, you may think I did, but the reason why I didn't.
We know you did.
No chance.
No.
Because it's a dishonor to yourself. You see when a man chats your name and says, my man's patenting the mandem, the disgrace that comes with is crazy.
Disgrace from who though?
It's mad.
Disgrace from who though?
Yeah. So like obviously, if you were patenting for one of the inmates,
Pinky.
and another inmate's caught with that, or obviously you're patenting, so on and so forth. That then goes round. It goes round to governors because obviously you got like the security team. So then obviously you're getting drawn out in like briefings. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're saying like, listen, we got a corrupt officer amongst us, no names, blah blah blah. You're getting loads of reports put behind you as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even that, you're tarnishing like your name. Like I couldn't get involved in that because, bro, it's the risk that comes with it. I've seen man get bagged and then get humiliated.
What do you mean by that?
So like when they get bagged, yeah, especially if it's an individual of ethnic minority, because again, the ethnic minority, they're not really favoured in that system, especially if you're an officer. So if you get bagged and you're black, for example, they're gonna parade you. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're gonna deal with you. I remember one officer got bagged, a girl, and they paraded her. Like all of the other minorities have paraded her onto like the police to get her arrested. Do you see what I'm saying? Embarrassing, bro. So that's why I never even got involved in it.
Have you ever thought about not getting caught?
No, I just never thought of doing it.
You got any more
Yeah,
questions?
you know, I hear what you're saying, and I think in a lot of ways, you know, some people would hear that and think, yeah, that's really honourable and it's great and all that. And the other side of that, you know, I spoke to one individual. I'm just gonna be really honest with you. I spoke to one individual who didn't get caught, literally paid for their house with the money they made.
100%.
Like they bought
What
a
was it?
house.
Do you know what? Yeah. How's it in women's jail though? Like, as far as like parcels and all that,
Do you know what it is?
without going too mad, obviously.
With women's jail, it depends on who you are and also the time. When I went in a women's jail, it was like people weren't really getting phones. You had one or two people, but it weren't really a priority like that, because I feel like with women, when you're in jail, especially if you've got kids, you're not really thinking about that because you're going through a lot mentally anyway, because you're not with your kids. Like, it's not really important for you to be on your phone to your friends anyway, because not that you're not thinking about your friends, you're thinking about your children. Like, if you have visits and your children come to see you, and then by the time you walk into the room, like, you're thinking, are they going to be okay? Is there going to be an accident? Like, that's what I used to go through. Like, it used to drive me insane. If I didn't speak to nobody by the time they got home and I had to go sleep, I would not sleep properly.
Hey fam, where's my thing, bro?
With women's jail, I don't think there's a lot of
mad fam.
there's not really a lot of corruption when it comes to like parcels and stuff like that. Very, very much. But what there is, officers who sleep with females. But at the same time, it depends what type of female you are. It depends what you're on. There's some females that go to prison and they're like, oh, do you know what? I don't want to be here. I'm going to use this opportunity to plan myself out. When I come out, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to come out. And then there's women who have been going in and out of prison. There's girls that I saw in there when I used to go secure unit. And you see, when I saw them, I was like, I don't want to be like this, because how am I securing it with these girls and then I'm meeting them in prison? And then by the time I come out, I started studying psychology and criminology. Then I started to get to know myself a little bit better.
Of course.
Yeah, do you understand?
Yeah.
And understand the system, understand how I'm, for example, going to be looked at. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow that to like be a barrier in my life. You understand?
I see that. I think, you know, the way you speak about it, like there's a level of kind of understanding, and I can see that you've obviously been through something.
Yeah.
One thing that really struck out to me is, you know, with the Linda D'Souza example, you will have seen there are like dozens and dozens of cases of female prison officers inside male prisons. And there's a pattern. So a lot of these women, like if you line them all up, they look like Love Islanders, like they do. There's like a particular look, and then there's like a particular, I would call it a vulnerability. So yes. I'm talking about women that they're generally younger, they haven't been in the system for a long time, they've been doing that job, some of them been doing it for a few months, do you know what I mean? But then the other thing that really surprised me, I sat in on a case recently, it was reported on quite heavily, so you might have seen it. It wasn't just a female prison officer, it was a prison governor. So I'm talking about someone really senior.
That had a car paid for.
Yes. Yeah. So you can't even say, oh, okay, this is just about economics and people not really knowing what they're doing. There's senior people, you know, with degrees who've gone into this seemingly with, you know, intentions to rehabilitate and do their public service. And they're still getting involved in this stuff. And I want to know realistically, and this people who spent time inside, what do you think is actually going on there? Is it?
What do you mean?
It's because of finances.
What do you mean with the corruption and with the women and stuff?
Yeah. So what? So why? You know, it's not 2 or 3 cases. There's dozens and dozens of cases of female prison officers having sex with inmates. Why is that happening? This
is what I think. Yeah. You see, like criminals. Yeah. They're very like rare and different people. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Like just the frame of mind. What she was talking about. You know, like. The fact that you've gone to jail, you might do years there and then you'll get out to do something that can send you back there. Like there's a certain level of like crazy that goes on with criminals. This is why it's so interesting. This is why there's a documentary like what you're doing. This is why all the movies is about it and X, Y, Z, right? So I feel like when women sometimes bump into that, this is what they said, women love bad boys and all of this sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So some of these girls get in an environment where they're around a bunch of men that they normally wouldn't frequent in their normal lifestyle. It's interesting to you. Do you know what I'm saying to you? People are working out or whatever, getting hitched, whatever. I don't know what goes on for them, but that's what I think that is, yeah. But back to the brother about what he was saying about berating you, yeah. Obviously, I don't know what happens when officers get caught in London because I don't want to say too much or whatever in it, yeah. But like in the more out there jails that's in country and whatnot, and so I can't talk on the black and how they would treat you and berate you or whatever. But I know, yeah, of a few separate times, yeah, when officers have been caught, yeah, and they haven't even pressed charges on them, they've just been sacked. They haven't actually caught criminal charges after. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Same thing with the women as well. Like, it's only lately, even when that Duza or whatever her name is, I was actually shocked she got birded. I only think she got birded because it went viral. Because if it didn't go viral, she wouldn't have got birded. Because you know how many screws I know that's been whopped and none of them
she was
ain't
getting
got no
birded
bird.
still. Do you know how many I know that's got birded?
I didn't know none got birded.
For walking.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
birded.
didn't know none that got birded.
You're abusing your position.
And one more thing, I don't think it's different. When it's a male staff on a woman's staff, he's abusing his position. When it's a woman's staff on a guy, she ain't abusing her position.
She's abusing a position.
Mad.
She's definitely.
Why?
So if it's an ugly girl,
Yeah.
and she's just there getting like no one would normally beat you on road, ain't that abusing your position? Because
but-
you're just
no,
there
but it's
making
not-
like, do you know what I'm
it's
saying?
not-
Because no one wouldn't beat you on road.
It's not-
No, but it's true though.
it's not-
Like,
it's not-
and you stop acting like there's not. They're there. You see them.
So
You
what-
can look at,
So
and you're
why
thinking, rah, my man wouldn't have beaten that on
abuse of
road.
power? Why do you
You're
think-
abusing your position, eh?
I'm finished.
Do you get what I'm saying? You're abusing your position.
So that means that you believe that. So you're basically indirectly saying that a man can't be taken advantage of, basically.
That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't think that the guys that are getting those girls are being taken advantage of. You get what I'm saying? And to answer his question, yeah, if you're in jail and there's something that's unbeaten that you wouldn't normally beat on road and you beat it in jail, it's not because you're being abused. It's because you're in jail and you're thinking, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying to you? Like, she ain't walked in your cell, whipped out her bat and started telling you, rah, you better do this or I'm gonna nick you.
No,
that's abusing your position.
No, but that's
Come on,
that's
bro,
not true. I'll give you a great.
He's an enabler.
I'll give you a great example. Yeah.
He's an enabler. Because that's like, do you know what I mean?
What you just said, there's a lot of
Yeah.
women who are interested in, like, for example, they have a fetish of bad boys, etc., whatever. And some women generally haven't been around so many men who are psychologically advanced compared to them. Do you understand? When a woman is around men, whether they say it or not, they have this feeling, especially if they are attracted to you. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Mind games.
And if they're attracted to you, you could be navigating them as a friend, yeah? Let's say you have your girl, like she probably reminds you of your girl or family members.
Girls,
You're having
mind games, sorry.
you're having conversations, for
My girl's
example,
crazy.
like, you know, and you build a friendship genuinely. You're looking as a friend, yeah? But she's now starting to you differently because you're starting to show her everything that she's looking for in a man. But the only difference is that you're in jail. And guess what? She's got control of you because she's with you. There's some women that are very possessive, that these are the ideal people that they can have because they can also control them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So do you get it?
But what I'm
She's
saying
got
is
the mind game. She can do that.
What I'm saying to you is this, yeah. You know, most women, yeah, that are doing that in jail, right? Yeah. Most of them are also patterning the guys. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Most of these situations, you're bringing in something. So if I'm in jail, yeah, getting contraband is getting me.
Have you ever had sex with any female officers in jail?
No, I haven't. I
haven't either.
I had little.
I haven't either. Have you?
Not actual intercourse.
Have you?
Definitely not.
No, I haven't. That's what I'm saying. So no, because the way people try and move like is so common.
It's actually true. I guess
It's not common like that. Like
not
not.
super common.
Yeah,
But
because
what-
otherwise I would have. Like I swear, bro. I've squeezed bum. I've done
Do you know
other
the thing
stuff.
that we leave out of the equation is, that two people can generally like each other.
Wife squeezed bum. But
Yeah, no, this is one thing that everyone...
That's what naturally happens as well.
Yeah, no, like, any two people that are alone, the shaitan's the third. No people are above that. So when you are now around a female officer, because let's have it right, she's around everyone else is on the wing, so everyone ain't beating. Two people have generally liked each other, or they found a common interest, whether that be whatever the arrangement, because all the other bit, the pattern in that's always going to come. If someone likes you, you're going to do what they can do to help you, innit? So not everybody it's this business arrangement too, because when someone's beating a screw, just them two are beating, no one else can beat. So she generally likes this guy and he generally likes her. I want to say generally, like,
This guy is mad.
but let's have it right. There's guys that come out of jail and they're still beating the same thing from in the jail. So you found, and
I met someone literally in that in that scenario.
It even happens on road. Someone, it was supposed to be 1 beat, it's turned to 12 beats later. You've got kids. It happens. Yeah. So I'm saying, no one's just because you're a screw, you're not exempt from that. And I mean, it's not always, because I've been in jail trying every sweetness from the, so it's
I've
not
been
just
trying.
anyone, is it?
I've been trying.
Not just
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I've been trying.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I just add something? And this is why, for me, I stopped looking at people in a certain way, because I feel like when you grow up, your parents make you look at these professionals as people being so important and so good in life, so like everything is so, I don't know, everything is so perfect. And then you get to grow up and you get to realize that, you know, the police are not always the safest people to go to because they're also predators. And then you go to prison, like you said, there's prison officers who are bringing things in. So there's people who are being recruited just because they don't have a criminal record on file and they get a clear DBS.
Jeff.
They're looked at to be trusted.
Jeff.
Do you understand?
I think that's exactly right. You know,
Jeff, you can see they shouldn't have made him. He shouldn't have been a prison
and
officer.
I don't think.
Now he's with us.
And I don't think life.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And I don't think life should be like that.
but I think the point you make is really important, because whether it's the
on the
police
right
or whether
side
it's
now.
prison officers,
Okay.
they're only going to be a reflection of society.
Yeah.
So if in society you've got racism and sexism and people have criminal tendencies, then a percentage of the police are going to do that as well, and a percentage of prison officers are going to do that as well. That's just reality.
You know what though,
isn't
yeah?
it?
The biggest expert on prison here is Mr. Dwaine Patterson. He used to spend 27 years behind bars. Yeah. That's more bird than you've done. You've done 10 years. He done 10 years as a prison officer. But I'm saying he's done the most bird in high security, all of that stuff. So if you want to ask anything, that's the guy you need to ask. What do you want to know?
Yeah, so when we were just asking about people having sex in prison, when it came to you, you said absolutely not, definitely not. I want to know, in the time you were in there, is it something that you saw? Is it something you witnessed? Did you know it was happening?
Okay, can I say a few words? In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praises is due to Allah. We praise him, we seek his aid, and we ask for his forgiveness. Whoever Allah guides, none can misguide him, and whoever Allah leads astray, none can guide. I bear witness that there is none worthy of worship but Allah, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his slave, servant, and messenger. Alhamdulillah.
Ameen.
Now, Ali ibn Talib, he was also the cousin of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he was also one of the caliphs. And what did he say? He said, there's 4 things that I find hard to achieve. I'm not going to elaborate all 4 of them, but the last one was speaking the truth to people that fear it. So you spoke about my experiences about me being incarcerated and whether I indulged in this kind of filthy acts. No, I didn't. First and foremost is, I am not going to share my energy with people that I believe that are bottom feeders. Now, you articulated as well on regards to you see their vulnerabilities. I beg to differ, and I'll tell you the reasons why. Think of it this way as well. When a person's incarcerated as well, they are taken away from the things that they value. They're in a vulnerable position. Because why? They cannot access the things that they normally access. Now, what you tend to have as well, you tend to have what I call vultures. So if you look at the nature of a vulture as well, what is a vulture? A vulture is a patient animal. It hovers. It can go without water and eating for about 2 weeks. And then it swoops down for its meal when it's ready for a carcass. So what you'll see that with some of these officers that kind of engage in these kind of acts as well, they have their ulterior motives as well. Because why? It's finance. They don't mind engage. Okay, we can go back to the what's her name?
Linda D'Souza.
D'Souza case. Okay.
Free Linda.
You have this lady that was engaging in a sexual act with a gentleman. But one thing that people fail to realize as well, because they put the emphasis all on the residents, on the inmates. Oh, they manipulated her, you know, like damsel in distress. But let's be honest here. Let's break this down. She was doing all this filthy and kinky behavior way before she joined the prison service. She was doing keys in the bowl. She was doing swinging. She was doing all types of things that even us, we still don't understand what these acts were. So what does this tell you about the state of the prison system?
They're hiring anyone.
We have all different types of degenerates. We have swingers that are now joining the prison system. We have racists, neo-Nazis. We have the bottom of society that are joining these systems, and they're thinking that it's okay. Now, if you want to talk about something, you need to talk about the subjects of my brothers that are being suppressed and oppressed. You want to talk about individuals that have rehabilitated themselves, that are doing positive things within the community, helping the community, talking to the youths as what we see. But what do they get in return? Let's talk about Marcus Johnson. This is a person that even themselves have said he hasn't had a disciplinary record for over 20 years. Let me tell you what a disciplinary record. So it's like you've been arrested and going to the police. So he's been an enhanced prisoner. So why does he find himself after 20 years, he's still in solitary confinement? But here's their excuse. They say that, oh, well, we believe that he's influential. We believe that he's encouraged a lot of things. And they're not even talking about the establishment that he's in. They're talking about other establishments that he has no connections with, and there's no evidence to prove this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Ricky Sweeney. We know that this was a young man. He has a disability. Let's forget he's got one arm. He's made mistakes. Sometimes you could be socially behind as well because of the extent of the prison environment. But this is a man as well that has, for a sustained period of time, have been well behaved due to his ability. And they knocked him back on parole, saying what? Saying that, well, there was something went viral on the internet and it showed a documentary about you. So because of this, you're going to have to do another 2 years before we could even consider you.
Is that why they knocked back Dwayne?
That's correct. So how is that? That's crazy. If somebody doesn't like you, they can put anything, as you know, on the social media, and they can destroy your character in this way. There's untold cases. What the BBC needs to be filming as well. They need to be looking at, when you go to the parole board as well, look what they say. They do this method. Even the likes of myself. I was denied parole 10 times.
Wow.
I done 22 years of incarceration, 7 of those in solitary confinement. But you know what they done with the
the 7-year tariff, we can start there.
That's correct. They done a thing called probability in a parole board. So what they do, you sit in front of individuals that you cannot relate to them and they cannot relate to you. Now they determine your life. Now, what they said was they had these sheets of paper and so forth. My barrister, she had to fill a disclaimer because if anything's leaked out, she's liable for imprisonment herself. This is what they said to me. They said, Mr. Patterson, you've done very well within the system, but we are still concerned because we understand that you was found not guilty in the courts of laws, but we still believe that you done these crimes. So until you look into that and you do those courses, you will not be released. So they call it probability. If you've been found not guilty in the courts of law, how can they regurgitate that and hold you accountable? So these are the things that we need to be discussing. Thank you. I don't want to take up too much.
What do you say, because you're going to have...
What's up?
You're going to have normal citizens or whatever, civilians, that will say, lock them up and throw away the key.
Okay, I'll say this.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Not like that, but there's some people that are just unforgiving. They're just unforgiving. Let me land. Sorry. Let me land. Yeah, they're just unforgiving. Yeah, and they don't believe. They might not believe in forgiving us. What do you say to them people? Because you have some people that do get released from prison and reoffend.
Okay.
And end up doing madness.
But you have to look at the root of it as well. For example, as well, I've worked with the Ministry of Justice. So in the sense of, I've gone into secure units and I've gone into prisons, I've given talks and so forth. And what was quite alarming as well, this year alone, do you know how much the Ministry of Justice have received? 13.8 billion for the criminal justice system. But where's that money actually going?
Yeah.
Because we ain't seeing it. It's going to the immigrants. Free Tommy.
Crazy.
I don't think it is going to the immigrants. I think as
Really?
you probably know this figure more than I do, but to keep someone in prison for a year, I think it costs in the region of £75,000 to keep someone in prison.
Okay, so if you want to articulate in that sense, so an adult, it costs them roughly 48 to 50,000 a year. If you're talking about a young offender, it's 120,000. And if you're talking about a child, so secure unit, it's roughly about 180,000. So this is what we're playing with.
Of course, but this is the thing that the stuff you reference, I think most people, and the question you just asked about members of the general public or civilians or whatever you want to call them, that discussion about is the prison system actually working? I don't think society is even at a place where we're having a serious adult joint up discussion about it, because realistically, government after government has been in a place where they don't want to really touch it, because, I mean, let's just be honest about it. If you look at the tabloids or you look at the Daily Mail, everything is about punishment. It's about these are the bad people and they just need to be punished. No one's really taking what you would call like a practice-based or success-based model, which they do have in other countries. There are countries where reoffending rates are much lower. There are countries in which they have different kinds of, there's an emphasis on rehabilitation.
Do you know what do they do to help us rehabilitate?
But you're deluded though. I totally understand what you're actually saying as well. So you're talking about places,
deluded, mind games were gone.
Especially like Denmark and so forth. But you're forgetting that the people within that country as well are all based on rehabilitation. That's exactly the point I just made. That's what I said. We're in a country here. See, you need to understand the historical significance of being in England. You need to also take it back to the 1300 and 1400, that the way that they treated the poor, the way that they treated their prisons was so barbaric that even the rest of Europe actually condemned them. So we're dealing with people that base things upon hypocrisy, because I'll tell you why. There is 12 million people right now in this country that has a criminal conviction. So that means that all of us here is either we got a criminal conviction ourselves, either we've known somebody, whether it's in our families or if it's our friends. Now they say about, well, we don't care. Okay, I would say this. In the 1800s, they done a thing. Why do we call them screws in the first place? Like when you refer to an officer, because they used to screw you in. So they had a method. Because what was their? They used to screw you into the door. So cool. So their method was lock you up and throw away the key, and then you come out. But then they realized that residents became more ruthless when they came out, so they knew that weren't working. So they know this. The system is broken, but people are scared to tell the truth because why? If you don't fear anyone, and so this is where we come as Muslims as well. I won't tell you, look, I believe in law and order, because without law, there's no order, and without order, there's total anarchy. I believe in justice first. And when there's no justice being served, then what happens? People become vigilantes and take matters into their own hands. Now, I've suggested as well, I won't only inform you and tell you about a problem, but I'd also give you the solution to the problem. And many times that people such as ourselves all here, we said that we're open for dialogue, we're open for communication, but there's too many gatekeepers.
So tell me this, in your experience when you were inside, did you ever in any capacity, did you experience or receive what you yourself would judge to be rehabilitation? Did you get help in any way?
Yeah, when I prostrated my forehead in worship and I read my Quran and so forth. So
through religion?
Through religion.
But what about through the system that was implemented?
Yeah, they had enhanced thinking skills. you see, it's a difficult one there. Because I tell you why. A lot of the times, the people that you're engaging with as well have no pro-social skills. So it's very difficult, and depending on the geographical location, the demographics will determine on regards to how you're treated. So for example, a lot of the long-term prisons are in rural areas where that they are not used of certain ethnicities. So to them, they perceive you as being a liar, being aggressive. I've been informed that I'm aggressive.
I hate
even
that.
though that they've basically said that Mr. Patterson's a very calm individual. Then they say that, oh, well, you're very calculated. I was told on my parole board by a psychologist as well that I suffered with glib, that I was insincere. And you know what her outcome was? She said,
Your eyes.
She said,
Aggressive eyes. Innit?
she said, people.
You can see you will do madness.
She said,
Do you get what I'm saying?
people like you don't talk like this. So that's what her definition was. Not understanding nothing about my history.
Yeah, your face is too mental for the calmness.
Forgetting, the actual reason a prison is there for. Because we put a lot of the emphasis on rehabilitation, this one. You go to prison to give the community a break.
Pinky's here for this episode.
Yeah, no, but you go to prison to give
You
the
are
community a
here
break,
for this episode.
regardless whether you get rehabilitated or not, because that's
Prison.
normally you get a couple chances unless you've done a mad thing. But the whole point of them putting you in prison is so your community, regardless of it, can have a break from your repetitive crimes or whatever danger you possess to them, innit? So when we go to, yes, you're supposed to, part of being a man, you educate yourself, you do all these things, and there's a lot of people put it onto the not the screw, the justice system to change these people. When they come out, make them law-abiding citizens, and that's an impossible job. Let's have it right, because only someone can learn if they want to learn.
It's not an impossible job though.
Yeah, I was
And that's
gonna
for
say
someone
that.
else to do.
No, but I tell you the reasons why. Sorry,
Yeah, no problem.
I have to elaborate here. Give myself as an example, yeah, so we don't point no fingers. So I came out. So I landed. I was more fortunate than others because normally a person lands straight on their face. I landed on my hands and knees, let's say. So all of a sudden, I was now situated. I had every single police agency on me. This was their excuse to say that for the first year I couldn't work because I had, whether it's Trident, serious crime unit, SO19.
Mappa 5.
I was Mappa 3, but and then I had the biggest.
Man.
I had the biggest one, which was National Security Division. So
What was you, Mappa 3-1, Mappa 3-2, or Mappa 3-3?
I was 3-3. I was a national security, so I override anything. So they didn't even care. I didn't even have a probation. They came and saw me. So yeah. So now I'm trying to apply for jobs and so forth. I got knocked back about 30 times. They were informing me that before you can apply for anything, you need to tell us and we need to tell your employers. What is the likelihood of me receiving employment?
Of course. Sorry, can I just
Yeah, please. Sorry.
You don't have to be scared of her, by the way. No, because Gooch, I had to tell him he's okay. He said, are you sure I'm going to be all right? Because he saw that thing with you and Chronik, innit? I said, nah, she's okay. Man.
Thank you. She seems to protect her.
Yeah,
My
she's cool.
sister, man.
So basically, and this is a message that I feel like really needs to get out there. And I feel like a lot of ex-offenders or anybody that's offended goes through, it's like living in a nightmare. Being scared you're going to be knocked back. It happened to me. Like, I came out of prison. I went uni. I got my degree. I got my bachelor's. I got my master's, and now it was time to apply for jobs. Not only was I scared, I was a bit embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. Do you understand that? I have to go through all my convictions, and then it's gonna take me to a place that I don't even want to be. So I used to just, and then I had a very, very good close family friend of mine was like, "You're crazy. Like, you've gone to uni, you've done all these things.
You've done the work.
Like, you're more qualified than a lot of people. What are you doing? Apply." She said one thing to me that would never leave me. The worst thing anybody can say to you is a no. That's it. You'll go home, you'll try again. I applied for so many jobs and I got knocked back. And do you know what for me, I feel like I got knocked back because it was preparing me for the role that I do. I'm a substance misuse practitioner, so I work with service users who have got opiate misuse. That's what I personally do. And I remember being interviewed and
Why is that passionate to you though?
okay, for me,
I know, but
okay, cool. So I got into substance misuse when I lost my brother. My brother died of suicide, not basically suicide, overdose, heroin. Coming from a black background, taking things like that was a taboo. So it was something that I never, ever, ever expected for my brother to pass away from or even take alone. So when he passed away, I was applying for jobs and I went for the interview at substance misuse service, and that's the reason why I got my role, was because my experience going through dealing with somebody grieving through addiction and, you know, being able to also represent myself, a black woman, represent other ethnic minority who maybe look at it as a taboo, to get support when it comes to substance misuse, and also to educate ethnic minority about substance misuse, such as opiates. Because a lot of ethnic minority, we mainly focus on cannabis.
Oh, completely. It's the same amongst British Asians. Like, no one wants to talk about anyone doing heroin or...
So for me, that's how I got into
are you Asian?
I'm Pakistani.
Oh, did we talk about that last time? I didn't know.
I don't think we did.
Oh, that's
but it's true. It's the same thing. Like, a lot of people just don't want to acknowledge.
Yeah,
It's going
you
mad.
get to
Just
meet
agree.
people that have got history. And you know what I always tell people? At the end of the day, people are going to sit there and be like, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself, you're female. That was my story. That was a bus stop that, you know, that got off at. But I'm still continuing. Me personally, I'm doing very, very, very well.
Good for you.
Alhamdulillah.
By the grace of God, I'm very blessed, yeah. And the prison system did help me, but it only helped me because I wanted to help myself. I took time, I reflected, I looked at certain things, and I didn't want to be like that.
So you helped yourself?
Yeah, I helped myself.
How did the prison system help you?
I helped myself because I took accountability.
No, but I'm saying, how did the prison system help you to rehabilitate?
Okay.
Did they help you rehabilitate?
Okay,
That's the
I
question.
would say they helped me because you know why?
Because they didn't help me with shit.
No, they did help me. That's why let me speak. They did help me because I was going into education. You see in life, yeah, you have facilities, yeah? We're adults, no one's going to come and force you to teach you how to read if you don't want to learn. Do you understand? For me personally, I started reading more. And you see, when I started reading more in there, it opened my mind, it just gave me a different...
Did they tell you to read? Did they say you have to read? Or did you just read?
No,
how did they help you rehabilitate?
The teachers in there, I had my plan, yeah, and I said to my teacher, look, I want to do this, I want to do that. She said to me, all right, cool, because I already started uni previously.
I'm going to you mad, innit?
Previously,
I'm going to you mad.
She said that she would help me. She bought me some books, like she bought me some psychology books, etc. She didn't have to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So it created the circumstances in which then you could run with it and help yourself.
But I asked. In life, you have to ask.
Do you know what? I'm going mad for real because most of my time was in juvenile, wasn't it? Yeah, where you have to go education still.
Yeah,
and it was actually cool.
I had a very good mentor in Secure Unit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm joking.
Yeah, I had a very good mentor. She helped me. She was one person that helped me address my issue, why I was offending. I was offending and getting sent to Secure Unit, but there weren't... Probation at those times wasn't addressing the issue. They wasn't looking at the
core issue. Yeah, that's the thing.
There was other things, you understand? If they were probably resolved, would have been offending? No. But at the same time, you still have to take accountability and tell yourself, do you know what? I've gone through this. I'm going to change. No one's going to save you. No one, absolutely nobody. You have to try and save yourself.
You know what, yeah? Can I say something? Yeah, you see on this rehabilitation thing, yeah. This is what I think a lot of people overlook, yeah. In my experience, yeah, I would say the majority, or at least half of the people in there, don't really want to be like anything other than what they are. Do you get what I'm gonna say? Yeah, especially when you're talking about repeat offenders that have been doing this. Like she mentioned, she was getting Secure Unit, then go into the can and seen. Like I went jail 16. There's certain man every single time I've gone back to jail, I've seen. Do you know what I'm saying?
They've seen you too.
And they've seen me too. They don't see me now though. You know what I'm saying? But. But obviously, there's just some people that are just going to do what they're going to do. And that's, you know what I'm saying to you? I'm not saying they lost cases, but like I was one of them. I've never gone, like until probably my last time, I've never gone to prison and thought, oh, what can I find here to change myself? How can I better myself here? That's not where I was at with it. If anything, it made me a better criminal. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I was there with my notebook learning what I wanted to learn. Do you get what I'm saying? And meeting up with who I wanted to meet up with and being more linked up now.
Do you feel,
whatever.
Do you feel, Dwayne, Yusuf, that has something to do with not having a big enough bird?
That's what I was thinking in my head.
No,
Because you know, like, because that will make someone like Dwayne coming out will have come a way different mentality to someone that's just doing 3 years,
But
5
not
years.
necessarily that contributes as well. But I think there's different.
I did 2
you know,
years, 7 months.
there's different layers of trauma what individual goes through as well.
Yeah, for real, because someone else
Because
that's done that long might be too institutionalized still, for real.
for example as well, especially that, you know, I've worked with as an embedded mentor, working with young people as well, that one of the key factors that we say is relatability. See, relatability builds trust. Trust brings on engagement, and engagement has impact. But sometimes as well, we get frustrated with the youths as well, and we're saying that why are they behaving in different degrees of dysfunctional behavior? But we have to also understand they have no guidance.
Mums are not at home, and this is what's so frustrating. I'm a working mum, yeah. It is so challenging. Like, women that work, like, even if you've got a partner, it's still challenging because your partner could be working nighttime. By the time they come home, they need to sleep. It is literally so challenging. And for me, because I just had a baby, I've gone back to work. I've got my son's in secondary school. I was able to monitor and observe so much things so quickly when I was at home. And now I'm at work, it's like, there's little things like, you know, you come home from work, you're tired, you don't spend that much time. And that has a major impact.
Have you finished landing? Because have you finished landing what you was going to say?
It's okay.
No, but I'm just... No, I know, but it was that... have you finished landing though?
Yeah, please, guys.
Oh, okay, go on.
Yeah, so I do believe parents not being at home has had a major impact.
I think, you know,
children.
There's kind of there's just one bit of this conversation that I do want to flag. And I'm looking at this from like a stats perspective. If you do look at the prison population in the UK, you know, this is not a surprise to anyone. It's not full of middle class affluent people. It's full of working class people generally.
Have you been there?
I've been in lots of prisons.
So how do you know who was it?
Because if you look at the stats.
Don't worry about stats.
No. The stats are there. It's really important. Actually, it's really important.
Do you believe in the stats?
If it's conducted
Compared to what we see.
No, they're right. It could be manipulated.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We're actually being there.
He has a very valid point, and I'll tell you the reasons why. We all know about the case, so let me elaborate on this. There was a young lady that she stabbed her boyfriend multiple amount of times. This was not a domestic case. This was her. So she was actually presented. Obviously, she had to go to court. What did the judge? The judge knew her family. He said this: "You come from a good family. I don't want to put you in prison." She was given community service for attempted murder.
Pardon?
Wow. Wait, that's not even the worst of it. It's not her first offense. She's done it before to an ex. So she's done it twice. She's a prolific. But because of her status and her background, now you tell me, if that was me and you,
Finished.
or our sisters, what would that happen? If that happened to you, where would you be now?
Sleeping.
So you are right. And one thing that I've realized, especially when you rub shoulders with certain people, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Amen. Facts.
Okay. Getting back to Jeff, why for that a bit? Because he's just been here, like, and he's a...
No, this is true.
What was your experience though? Like throughout because remember, he's seeing it from that side. You know what I'm trying to say? It's all good what we're seeing it from our side, but what was you seeing it from your angle as a... Yeah, go on.
From my perspective...
Go on, what? Because have you got another question?
No, because I still can't believe, like, you saying you would be embarrassed if you did that. As a black man, I'd be embarrassed walking in the jail and banging niggas up. I'll be real. I'll be embarrassed.
You're cool.
So do you ever
The N-word, bro, man.
Do you ever feel that?
No, because at the end of the day, okay, cool. Like, I was employed in this role, but the reason why I have such a popular name, the reason why I'm loved and these are prisoners, you know, or these are prisoners that have seen me on road, is because of my humility. I was very, very humble. I wasn't a buffing. I wasn't a job's worth when it came to, you know, banging up, or like there was an element of humility. I was able to apply wisdom when it came to work in that environment. So when it came to even obviously knowing or being like corrupt officers being exposed, normally a job's worth will go and write a security report or whatever. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to get involved. My job, go in, do what I need to do.
So if you walk past the cell and you smell a bit of
Couldn't care.
I was just thinking that, was you on snitching on other, if you saw like another screw,
didn't care.
Passing someone.
Didn't care.
Like, you
didn't care. It's got nothing to do with me because.
But can I ask you something? You know, in your like heart of hearts, you said earlier, oh, I didn't want my degree to go to waste.
Yeah.
You know, everyone needs a reason to get out of bed in the morning. You need to feel your contribute. So did you feel that you were contributing to like a greater public good?
I know, obviously, leaving that system, and I didn't leave by choice. They actually got rid of me because their thing was that I had inappropriate relationship with prison. So that I did. So what they were saying is basically the rapport that I built with prisoners is because I'm gang affiliated and so on and so forth. Do you understand what I'm saying? When that wasn't even the case.
Was it so? It's basically
did you only work in men's prison?
I worked in women's prison for one day and some girl dashed a tampon on me. I've said, no, I'm not doing this. Send me to the...
So what you're trying to say is the reason that they loved you was the reason that they ended up hating you.
Pardon?
That you didn't want to work.
The reason that they ended up hating you was the same reason that they loved you, because originally you said that they liked you because you had
exactly. But then that got used against me because remember the report that remember I've come across serious inmates. So when it came to them bugging out, they'll call me to come and de-escalate the situation. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's embarrassing governors, it's embarrassing directors because they're thinking, right, this guy's just like an officer. How is it that he's got more...
You sure it's not...
Thing than the SO?
No.
More touts than the SO in that.
Yeah. And they didn't like that.
I think it is.
They didn't like that. They didn't like that at all.
Do you not think they was using your muscles?
100%. But again, you have to apply wisdom because, again, when it came, should I say, to the nitty-gritty of the job, again, where I was able to stand up for myself, and they didn't like that. They're like, yes, men. I'll say, no, go do it yourself.
I know, but you know, with all due respect, and I understand, it's between a rock and a hard place because sometimes we complain about the social injustices of what's going on, like within the police, within the prison service. But then as soon as people from our community start joining, we give them, you know, certain names and stereotypes and so forth.
Uncle Tom.
Trying. But one thing that I will say though, and we have to be very careful as well, you know the story with the lions and the donkey? So once the lions pounced on a donkey and they were going to eat him, but one lion said that, no, don't. So they adopted this donkey. So the donkey started to think that he was a lion. So when he went amongst his own kind, the other donkeys from his own kind saw him as a lion, but the lions themselves only saw him as a donkey. So sometimes they use and abuse.
I fully hear it. I understand it.
So sometimes we have to be sensible and we have to be rational as well, that when we go into bed with these people, what do you expect when you end up with something? Because their intentions are different from yours. You need to understand, when you look at the history of this country as well, it was based on war. These people were war hungry. They were warmongers.
Do you not sometimes...
We have things like, what? You talk about vandalism, the Vandals. You have the Goths. These people's whole life is being based on warfare. That's one thing I give to them. So you need to understand. So when you come with the, you know, the generosity, the kindness, the heart, they're not seeing that. They're seeing easy pickings. And, you know, there's a fall guy.
But I just want to ask that question again. Did you believe in it?
What's that?
Did you believe in the social purpose in your job when you were going to work every day?
Yeah, because when I look at my reputation, when I'm outside or whatever, the love reciprocate. Remember, in hindsight, I'm an officer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Streets have a bad name. Me working in that system for 10 years, I generated a good, like, people they weren't narrow-minded. There's actually good.
So today, retrospectively...
That Mr. Darian Pentonville wife for that, though.
So today, retrospectively, do you believe in what you did? Do you think it was a good thing that you did?
100%, because, again, it's my reputation. But you could go on podcasts, you could go on YouTube channels that I've gone on. They'll say, the top criminals, they'll big me up.
Can I just can I ask you a question?
Top criminals.
Sorry.
Trust me. Stop thinking. You could say madness.
Whenever I ask you a question on what motivates
the top criminals, these guys mad. They're top guys mad.
To work,
yeah. Okay. But there's top criminals.
I've heard you talk about your reputation so much, but I've not actually heard you like explore. Like, for example, I go to work every day to try and help substance misusers from relapsing or overdosing. That's my drive to keep them safe, you know?
Yeah.
So like what was your drive when you went to work as a prison officer? Was you a prison officer that if you saw somebody that you saw that had potential to change, would you give them the right direction,
100%,
guidance? That's what I mean.
Or was it just about getting paid?
No.
Have you ever twisted up anyone?
Yeah, but you would have to do something stupid for me to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? For me to exhort such thought.
The bell goes off and you just
No.
No. But obviously, remember, I've worked in positions, or I've worked on wings which are very vulnerable. So, for example, when I worked on the detox wing, who are people that are frowned upon. These are people that are on methadone. These are people that are on Subutex. I'll go out of my way personally to make sure when they come in clucking, I'm going around with my trolley. No other officers doing this shit.
Yeah.
I'm going around with my trolley, giving them hot chocolate jam.
Sure they're not
You understand what I'm saying? Just making sure that they don't tick over.
So you have empathy then. So you
A lot of empathy.
Do you have
Right
the
now,
same
even
empathy for Mandem on weed.
Pardon?
Do you have the same empathy for Mandem on weed?
But
on weed, but you're not having the same withdrawal symptoms.
Bruv, he just left
But
there
even-
to smoke. He
No.
said that.
even when
he
you look
smoked
at
the
my
weed,
current job,
They needed help. No, because some people.
No, but they
have
weren't giving
psychosis.
parcels. He weren't bringing
I'm
parcels.
not asking about parcels. I'm asking about your help. Because
Yeah, but how can he help them
You can help
without
people.
giving them weed?
No, that's not help. You don't even-
He's helped them by not G'ing them up when he smoked the weed coming out
that's
their
not
cell.
help, is it? That's just not
Go
G'ing them
on.
up.
But even when you look at my current role, I'm a service manager. So I'm a service manager where I get housing for young homeless people aged from 17 to 21. So that's me giving back to the community. Because remember, we're like the last step. We're the last, the mums neglected them, or maybe their mums have passed or the dads have passed. We're like the last step when it comes to hope. Do you understand what I'm saying? Again, my reputation precedes itself. Like, I've done so much, and I've only been in the job for, coming up to 2 years? And the turnaround, the lives that I've changed. So, like I said, even coming out from that system, I'm still giving back. I'm still producing results. Do you understand what I'm saying? So to answer your question, it is from an empathy, because I wouldn't be in that job. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, trust me.
What other what other prisons have you been to? Like?
Loudon Grange, Wood Hill.
Yeah, done Wood Hill.
Yeah, Wood Hill, Doncaster. I'll say the worst one.
Donny.
The worst one I've been to, I'll say it was Loudon. It was Loudon.
Where's that?
Loudon Grange in Nottingham.
Why was it the worst?
There was a wing that went on it. I think it was L wing. All of them were lifers. You know, and when you're an officer,
right now.
especially when I was the officer, I would never ever shoot the bolt. Whoever knows what that means. See when you put the bolt on the latch. When I went into this wing, I shot the bolt because you're coming amongst individuals that have nothing to lose, and they've got their sentences on their cell door. You see what I'm saying?
99 years.
Yeah, it's insane. And it's crazy because even when I was on that wing, I remember I was on the exercise.
What year?
This was in 2017.
Okay.
I went Wood Hill 2017 and Loudon.
There.
I don't know. There was a lot of Birmingham guys there. Yeah. But imagine, obviously...
Sunny might have been there 70.
You Sunny Tower?
No.
Might be Sunny Tower. But
from Leytonstone, I'm going mad. I should be.
But yeah, obviously working on that wing alone, you have to really humble. I remember they crossed one of the officers from Thameside to work with me, and one of the guys missed movement. Whoever knows what mass movement is, and the officer's gone to him and said, "I'll give you an IEP." And the guys turned to him and said, "Listen, I'm doing 30 years."
What are you talking about? Yeah.
You see that? You see when a man, and especially in the conditions that you have to really humble yourself, because even that alone, no one's a superhero when it comes to jail. You can't.
So as an officer for over 10 years, did you see and notice the introduction of Spice?
Yeah.
So was you an officer before Spice existed?
No, so Spice became prominent around, I'll say, 015 to 018, I'll say.
Can you say about anything that you saw crazy due to that introduction of Spice?
Crazy.
What, in terms of reaction? OD. Again, when I worked on the detox wing, people were just getting topped over left, right and centre. you know. And that's what I learned. Even to recover from that episode, like you have to drink like orange juice, or even if they were to get a nick in, those ways and hiding it.
Naloxone.
Pardon?
If they're like ODing with opiate, they would have to be injected naloxone.
Yeah, naloxone. Yeah, naloxone. Yeah, exactly. You know.
What about in terms of how stuff was getting in? Did you know of prison officers that were bringing stuff in?
There was one guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna just call him Mr. S.
Yeah, bait.
He had 16 officers under his, should I say, payroll. You know, and how
16.
they even 16. And I'll get to the story. I'll get to the story. So he had 16 officers under his payroll. And you'll never think, you see in prison, yeah, it's the quiet ones that you need to be vigilant of because they're very clever. They're very humble in their ways. And he worked in like something called like the Faith Center. But he was able to orchestrate, obviously, the trafficking of drugs come from the kitchen to get dispensed onto like the wings.
Bad boy.
Didn't know that. We didn't know that he was doing this until when the person that he was working with has got into a relationship with one of the resettlement workers. Mm-hmm. So obviously, yeah. So when that's flagged up, obviously they've taken the one that's got into the relationship with the resettlement. They taken him to seg. They pressured him.
he folded.
He folded.
Yeah, he went mad.
Remember, obviously the main orchestrator, Mr. S. No one knows.
Mr. S is
like,
mad.
No one knows that he's even.
He can't on British broadcast.
Yeah.
Did Mr. S ever get caught?
They tried to catch him. He was intelligent.
Too intelligent.
Do you know when I said that?
Big up Mr. S, too intelligent.
Do you know why
I rate you.
Do you know why I say he's the man?
And
because
watch
the
out
governor.
for this guy. He's on the edge. By 2 podcasts later, you might be out of it. You get what I'm saying? Because he's going mad.
There was a time here where it took the governor. The governor obviously went to go release Mr. S. And he said, do you know today's a good day, Mr. S? And he said, why is it a good day? He said, because Britain's come out the Brexit and you're leaving this establishment. He absolutely dismantled Thameside. He's the only person I'll say that had Thameside like that.
Chelmsford, I knew from what I'm seeing a call from Chelmsford. Imagine, yeah, I'm doing a podcast now about prisons. But yeah, he's phoned from the blue phone, so it's cool. Yeah, big up Jatty. Don't go too mad though, because that's what I'm saying. You're on the podcast now, you're going mad. But yeah, you're on the podcast now, bro. I'll shout you back, God. You know it's mad. I'm filming. Yeah, I'm filming, and I know you don't want everyone to know where you are. You get me?
The thing about those situations, yeah.
I know I'm going mad, but they know now.
From my experience, yeah. For the most part, yeah. Girls doesn't really want the bad press and all that, so they want to sweep it under the carpet, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I didn't understand your first
what you got
statement
blue phone
about the
forever?
raiding
Ah,
and
cool.
not yeah. But again, I wasn't there when they went left, so that's the other side of what you're seeing that we're not in it, yeah. But
free the guys, you get what I'm saying?
So what did they do?
Free the guys.
When they do, because I knew of a situation that it wasn't 16 officers, but there was a few of them, and what he was doing, it was working together because it's a little bit. I don't want to say too much. It's a bit mad. You doing it every time, basically. You know what I'm trying to say, especially if it's amounts that you can't just have on your person.
So you need to divide it up.
Yeah, or just take turns in whatever.
Make the money share.
Or do natch, whatever. Anyway, so what happened was this same sort of thing. When one of them, there was suspicion, because it was actually through spending, like what you said, innit, and then there was suspicions, and anyway, they grabbed him, and obviously he kind of let the cat out of the bag and let them know what happens. But for the most part, the prisoners don't even get a chance. They just get ghosted. Bro. You just get sent to another establishment because they know once you're out of here and they remove the bad seeds, it's hard because it takes a while for a person to even get in a position to be able to control an establishment to the level that he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So by the time they get rid of you, it's going to be dead for a few months before somebody else, cracks the code and, you know what I'm saying?
And then comes in and takes over.
Bam, back to you, yeah? Why for that? But because obviously you're going to be cutting soon. And then see, after he goes, we're going to have our podcast. We're cool. But I'm saying, because we know what he's here for, why for that. But did you ever see prison officers get like having sex? Not having sex, but you know what I'm saying? Like, having relationships. That's what you really, I know what you lot run.
This was in 2000.
You lot don't care about the guys.
This was about maybe 2000.
They don't care about the guys, bro.
It was about 2014, 2016. Obviously, you do something called cross-check, innit? I've gone onto a wing, like D-wing uppers. And when I'm doing cross-check, I've opened the cell door, seen one officer giving an inmate head. I've just closed the cell door.
Why for that?
You know, obviously, I'm rattled at this time, innit? Because I'm thinking...
Yes, I know, giving an inmate head. He's only working like men's jails, bro.
Yes,
it doesn't even make sense. But
Female officer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So obviously.
Oh yeah, because you said officer. Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah. So obviously, when I've seen that,
bruv, like
that's the first time. That's the first time that I've seen something like that. That's the first time that I've seen something like that. You know, something explicit as that. But then I'm thinking to myself, even if I was to report it, no one's gonna believe me anyway. No one's gonna believe me. Like,
what first time in life or first time?
No, that was the first time that like being in that situation, because prison like it's like a village, isn't it? It's like
we need.
You know, I mentioned there's kind of like dozens and dozens of female prison officers that have got these convictions. One thing that has really surprised me is a lot of them, as I said, there's a particular look, particular vibe. Some of them have filmed it, and Linda D'Souza wasn't the only one to have a video put out there. There were other people that had videos put out there. Every single approach I've made,
she used the best video.
I mean, that's your opinion. Every single approach I've made so far.
Have you lot got a WhatsApp? Have you lot got a number?
No, I want that number from you.
No, I ain't got it.
Have you not? Every single approach I've made has surprised me, because I would have been expecting that a lot of these people want notoriety and they want to end up on Love Island, or they want to end up with a massive OnlyFans following. It seems like collectively they've all made a decision that they want to put it behind them. And I want to know from your perspective, what is that, just a shame thing? Like what is that?
What when they do? What when they
don't want to talk about it? Like they've done it. They've put the video out there. You know, in some cases, you know, there's one woman that live streamed herself. Female prison officer in prison live streamed herself. Yes.
I never heard of this.
You know,
I don't know.
You've done some different research.
Different people have. I don't know. Different people's got different motives to themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? Obviously, the officer that I saw giving oral to this inmate, obviously when the inmate spoke to me afterwards, he said that they've been doing their thing from like back. And because he was getting released, like obviously he's like, where he was getting released, I think the next day, that's where she's done what she done, innit? You see what I'm saying? But
then link me on road ones.
Yeah. You know, but
legend.
Again,
been shitted up.
Pardon?
Like when they officers used to get shit.
No, never.
Up.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
You've seen that officer?
Yes. Loads of time.
Get what? Sorry.
Like feces and that.
Oh, okay.
There was one officer that she messed up one guy's parole. He was an IPP. He was a lifer. And I just knew that. Listen, you see, when it comes to a man's life, don't play with a man's life, especially someone that's within that system.
How did she mess it up?
Because she's obviously put a report, like just stitched them up. Them two had already a vendetta. So when it came to his parole, she's obviously marked something.
I think explain to them what the so you're talking about the security incident report.
Yeah, like, so it's called a
SIR.
SIR
report.
What's it?
Yes.
Yeah, SIR, like security intelligence report. So when you get that, obviously you wouldn't know anyway. So normally when you get that written about you, it tells you whether if you're, it stitches you up.
Yeah, it's
like
a stitch up.
It's like, do you understand what I'm saying?
So what, sorry, can I elaborate please? So you see the SIR, so it's security incident report. So what an officer can do as well, so what tends to happen is they go by categories. They go by A, B or C, or 1, 2 and 3. So A or 1 being the most authentic, and that's usually coming from an officer. So with their kind of philosophy and their kind of ideology is that an officer can't tell no lies. So sometimes they could say, Mr. Patterson, you had, let's say 150 SIRs out on you. And most of those 150 were logged as number 1 or as A. So automatically, how can I defend myself now? Because they're saying that the officers involved are honorable. But then when you're a barrister, they dissect it. Sometimes they realize that, let's say 70 or 80 of them is by the same person. So now there's a dilemma. What's going on here? So these things are not really being explored. But the thing that I'm intrigued about as well is, have you ever witnessed groups of officers attacking or becoming too heavy-handed
100%.
on an inmate, and what was the repercussions to that after?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Let him answer. Let him answer.
Never enough, nothing. Because again, working in that system, really and truly, it's their use of excessive force was a bit crazy. Like you see, when it came to, if I had an issue with an inmate, I'm dealing with that on my own. I don't need a gang of people. I can hold my own. There's been instances where I've seen officers like proper, like Mullen, like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, listen, what you're doing is crazy, because you wouldn't do that on a one-on-one basis. What got me the most was when I would see an inmate that's cuffed and you're still exerting force on them. Mm-hmm. That man can't defend himself. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think that's where it grieved a lot of people.
They do that a lot.
And have you ever reported it?
Even when I did report, obviously there was certain officers that I could report it to.
Snitch.
No. I'm talking about when...
You snitched.
How?
You said you reported.
That's not.
No.
Snitched
But when
on-
excessive force is being used on...
He has snitched on his officers.
to those officers, but
He has a duty of care, though.
There's a duty of care. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You on.
So like when it came to, for example, if they've used excessive force on an inmate, and I've obviously been witness to that, you get something called like an adjudication. So it's like an internal.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So obviously the reporting officer would give his account.
He
And obviously I'll go to but I'll sit in the adjudication. I'll say like, listen, that didn't happen. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You talk up, yeah?
Yeah, I'll talk up, man. And that's why my reputation precedes itself. Like, no one can chat for me when it comes to honour, when it comes to the way I defended those that didn't even have a mouth to speak from. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So can I pose another question to you as well? So what was your policy as well? Because I know now that I've had involvement of going inside the prison and sometimes giving talks as well. I know that sometimes that when you're having a briefing or debriefing, and I know lately there's been a lot of publicity based on Muslim boy gangs. What they say, gangs of Muslims that are now controlling the whole prison estate, even though we only make 18% of the population of the prison. So what was you told to look out for when you saw a Muslim prisoner that was actually inmate, that was actually practicing his faith, praying 5 times a day, and was very polite and courteous to the likes of yourself? What was you told?
When it came to me working in the system, again, you have to apply wisdom, because the most powerful man in a prison is the imam. There's no prisoner that has the power that an imam have. I always had a good rapport with the imam. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when it came to like an inmate being segregated, and say if it came to Eid, I'll put my neck on the line. I'll say like, you know what, I'm gonna escort this, because they'll try and deny that inmate of going to worship. They'll say nah. When it comes to Eid, because of his behaviour or because of him being
the first screw I saw get beaten up was why, because he stopped Chopper from going Jumma, smashed him in, Mr. Pipes. Why for Mr.
On the
Pipes?
other side of that, you know,
like you can't. Them things there will get
I've
you.
been bussed by a screw from in the block. Like a screw, non-Muslim as well has come, and he sees me every single week going to mosque. He said, you know what, he put it on his own neck, I would take him, and that. It was a big hoo-ha, but he took me there. I wasn't allowed with the other inmates and that. I just done my little prayer, man, and I had to leave before everyone had finished. But I do know like there are some screws that care about that little bit.
Of course. But what's the general?
Because I don't think you actually answered this question, but maybe you was going to.
Yeah, I was going to answer it.
Yeah.
So obviously, when it came to me favouring this particular inmate, he was in the seg, and he was in the seg for I think CTU. He was like a CTU normal, so that's like counter-terrorism. But they've basically said what he does is that he goes onto wings, and he obviously manipulates, or he like converts or whatever. So they've blocked him off. They've GOA'd him or whatever.
Good order and discipline.
So good order and discipline. There's 1 and 2. There's 2 types of good order and discipline.
What they changed it to now? They changed it to something else.
Just say GOAD, good order and discipline.
Yeah, that's what it used to be, but they've changed it.
No, it's still 1 and 2, isn't it?
Is it still GOAD?
Yeah.
Someone told me it's changed to GOAD or something.
GOAD before.
It wasn't GOAD before. I've been doing prison before you.
Yeah, so obviously when it came to this individual, and he was, as humble as he was, obviously he was He was on job. So obviously he's kicking off now. And I'm saying to governors that, listen, like, it's on my head. If it kicks off, if it goes off him thing, you can put it on me. Do you understand what I'm saying? But because obviously I knew the reputation that he already held. So you can imagine the eyes that are watching, they're thinking, okay, cool. Is he siding with the inmate? Or is he siding with his faith? Do you understand what I'm saying? But it's, at the end of the day, it was out of respect. Thankfully, nothing happened when I took him to Juma and when I took him to Eid. You understand? No.
Okay.
But obviously when I've taken him, obviously to Eid, again, he'll never ever forget that day. I even...
But do you think there was a lot of scaremongering amongst the officers in regards to Muslim
100%. Because again, remember, officers go according to your file or whatever has been put. They could put you down as like racist, hostage taker. I always take you by face value. Don't care about another person's opinion. It means nothing to me.
Because I tell you why, I don't know if you've had the honour of being into high security, the dispersal, the dispersal system.
Yeah, Wood Hill. Well, Wood Hill and Loudon was...
No, it's not.
It's not as
Loudon was going to be though in 2017, but yeah, go on.
It's not the same. So allow me to explain. So in 2007, that's when it really, when they used the terminology as Muslim wagons. Now, when you look at the high security estate beforehand, there was a lot of bullying, there was a lot of sodomy, there was a whole lot of it was literally unsafe. Now what happened was there was a group of us as well, as Muslims, we follow the tenets of our faith. So we know that if somebody comes to you and they're in need or in their help, you aid them. So whether that person says I was in debt and they're going to beat me up, we'll pay off that debt and so forth. But then we were classified as being Muslim gang leaders, forcing people, and so forth. This actually resulted in what they classified as the 10 most influential Muslims in the system being placed into solitary confinement. I was one of them. I spent 7 years.
Wow.
Some of my brothers are still in there, even now as we talk. So a lot of things are going on, and how they what they use to justify their argument is by saying we believe that he's an extremist.
Yeah.
And then that's it. They don't need to explain themselves after that because nobody wants to touch. Nobody wants to touch that. Nobody wants to put their signature to it. And
I was in prison with a girl that she stabbed. I don't know if you guys remember. Her name's Rashanara. She stabbed the MP in Beckton, Rashanara. So I've gone in there. She's just a normal Asian girl dressed like us, like normal.
Was that it was the Conservative MP at his surgery?
Yes.
Is it that one? Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I've got on with her. I always get on with people. So I've got on with her, but I'm thinking, you're a small girl, like, why is the prison officer always with you? So I'm like, I see some people that I know, I'm like, why is she? They've now explained, like, and I'm transparent, I'm nosy, you know? So I've gone to go and ask her, like, you're a nice girl, like, how did you end up here? She's explained certain things to me, etc. Then I remember there was a riot in some prison, and then they said that the reason why that riot took place is because they wanted to free Rashanara. Do you know that story? Do you know that story?
But I know their tactics though.
Oh, okay.
Because we're all
yeah.
accustomed to that,
So when her family used to come in prison, we used to have to like slyly be on a lock because even when parcels used to come, helicopters used to have to like secure. It was crazy. But I'm just looking, I'm thinking,
you're just a little girl.
But you know what's so crazy, right? The way she transformed herself, she made it sound like she was radicalized, like, you know, etc. And then like sometimes I come out and I think to myself, did she generally transform, or was she also playing a tactic? Being somebody that studied psychology, I always feel like I always think outside the box.
Of course.
Do you understand? But when I do speak to people in there, she's still in there, and she got security that follows her everywhere. Like her phone calls are all monitored. When her family come on visits, you can just tell. And she's a girl. They Muslim people definitely do get
But she's-
biased.
A different
Yeah.
different.
So I don't mean to interrupt you.
Sorry,
as well,
yeah.
So please forgive me. But she was fortunate. Now, sometimes my wife even shouts at me. She says, "You're so silly. Every time you explain, like on regards to the CSC, you never explain it properly. So people just think it's always this easy. You just sit in a room. So allow me to break it down to you. So you've heard of an inmate by the name of Charles Bronson. So there's a place called the CSC. It means Close Supervision Center. So what they say is, out of the 89,000 prisoners, 50 are the most dangerous prisoners in the whole entire country. So that's what we were on.
Wow.
Now, so their methods is, I will explain mine so you can understand. I was on a 7-man, full PPE,
Oh my goodness.
unlock. So, as you would know,
Yeah, with the dogs as well.
yes, with a dog handler. So I can't move without
All of
every
that.
7 and the dog. So what they will do is they don't trust me because I came from a background of boxing. I do mixed martial arts and so forth. So what I had to do is I had to sit on the floor and interlock my fingers, and then they will come in. They will give the instructions, and I lived like that for 7 years.
It's crazy. Solitary confinement, that's insane.
So this is a guard that's telling you this. Used to be, sorry.
Yeah.
Please forgive me. But now what they done with me as
Once
well,
the
there
guard,
was
always
other-
the
there
guard.
was other measures as well. So for example, I would wear, they would hand me tracksuits that were 2 sizes smaller. Now I asked somebody about this, and he said that they do this in military prisons because it breaks your confidence.
Yes.
They say that you're too confident.
Yeah.
So we need to break that. So applying for a toothbrush, I didn't have no reading materials for a while. Now this is what the figures were in my times. I'm talking about 2010. They said 95% became mentally unwell, obviously. So eventually, I'm going to explain everything to you because we all say 2 sides to every story. Eventually, there was a particular officer. He was really at it. I was at a low point where my uncle passed away. They were all singing a song, all cheering together. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Everything's going my way. I was in fear of my safety. They stepped in. So the cameras show. There's a whole footage of this. They stepped in. They had no right because, again, I'm on a 7-man unlock, full PPE. They've got protocols. They didn't follow that protocols. Now, what they say next is 7 got injured. Officers got injured and more got injured. Now, what they said was, it was a cowardly act. Our officers were a victim of this violent attack. First and foremost is, I won't call somebody cowardly if there's like 20 against 1. Because as a resident, already, when an officer's injured, what is the likelihood of some type of revenge?
Oh, 100%. Like 100%.
So you know this.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what happened to me. So after this incident, they eventually walked me back. There was an officer that I was very close with. And I felt a way to, so he stood in front and he just said, look, please. I was then moved to another establishment, which was Full Sutton in the sector. They were all lined up waiting for me. So I knew what was going to happen. I was going to get another beating. I totally understand that. I accepted that. But then there was a problem now. When they told me to strip naked and, and this is what they do, the process, I couldn't move my arm. And I was thinking, what's happening? So now I'm in a state of panic. I'm thinking, what's going on? Why can't I move? I can't feel my fingers. I can't do anything. They realized something once they cut my t-shirt and so forth, that my ribs were cracked.
Hey.
So they said, we're not accepting. If he dies, it's not going to be on us.
Ribs can
So I had
puncture lungs and
to,
hearts,
yes, this is correct. So, but they will never tell you this. They never tell the general public this, of how many times I've had my face stomped in, how many times that I've had my eyes blackened, and how many times as well. And in this case as well, with some of these officers, they were actually fired. So it's obviously done something wrong, but they will never release this. And I had to go outside court and everything else. And I was going back-to-back court cases for over 3 years. So these are the things that
Did that result in was anyone ever convicted
What?
for attacking you?
A prison guard? No, never.
Never.
But
you
let me
ever-
explain
I'm
to you.
surprised
You
he
can do
got
your own-
sacked.
You can do your own research on this as well. You heard about the case in Nottingham as well, where that there was I think there was 8 or 7 prison guards and they were convicted, and they had a chart. So they had like 10 points for beating up a Muslim, 9 for the N word,
Wow.
8 for the P word, and they used to text each other, WhatsApp each other, and give the scores. Like today, I made 19 points.
Wow.
Or and so forth, and they were convicted. See, but none of this is ever articulated to the general public. So automatically they see us as animals, uncivilized, these poor officers, they've just got attacked. Yes, of course, there's in some cases. There's good and bad in everything.
Yeah, there's always an example of why rules are in place.
We totally understand that. But this is what I said about due diligence and about being fair and being transparent. So these are the things that are happening, and you've heard it.
Oh, G, can I say something? Yeah. You just reminded me of something, yeah? Since we're on this particular topic, right? And obviously, I've never been to the 4 or 5 big house, the full something. I'm not. Luckily for me, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though I'm a madman in there, anyway, they may not go mad. Yeah. Luckily for me. Yeah. But obviously, I've been Wood Hill, so I've seen a little bit of being around like life as a bit or whatever. Yeah. It's funny stories with Wood Hill as well. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah. But yeah, the first ever prison that I've ever gone to. Yeah. And at the time when this is happening, I don't even think this is that mad. Because I think in my mind, I'm a big man. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I'm 16. Yeah. And it's juvenile jail, so it's rough. So there's a lot of fighting a lot, whatever. Proper racist place. Yeah. Hoseley Bay, in literally by the sea. Yeah. Warren Hill was called. Yeah. One black gov. Yeah. And he was a coconut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So cool. Anyway, we're there now, put on a bit of size now. Can bench 100 and something, yeah? Whatever. Me and the boy called Paul Higgins, big up Higgins, yeah? So people know I'm not capping when I'm saying this, yeah? Some guy got roughed up by one of the screws and it was ongoing talk like, nah, these screws, they're taking it too far. Because remember, they're all they like double our age at this point, back then. Now you got all bare young screws. It wasn't like that back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Bare screws, army tattoos and all of that, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So 100%. Anyway, they roughed up some youth, tiny youth. Yeah. He was a white youth as well, but he's from the hood. He's from London. They came to us. They're like, yo, like, nah, the screws, like, because me and Higgins was like, the guys in it, because the other guys that was on the wing, like, M and them, they was going to the Jack Center, which is where you went when you was enhanced. So on social right now, where the guys in it. So they came to us like, yo, now we've had enough of these guards. We're going to do this and that. You're not going to back it. We weren't taking them serious. We're like, yeah, we're going to back it. We went back to doing what we was doing. They start tipping over table tennis chairs. There's like PS2s on the social TVs. They're breaking the TVs. The govs run off, shut the wing, yeah? There was a lifer's jail in between for youth offenders. This is what Beans was talking about, yeah? Carford, yeah? So there was Carford unit next to Warren Hill, and then there was Oseley Bay, the DCAT, yeah? Next to Warren Hill. So they've called bare govs from all there, yeah? They've come down. We're in juvenile jail, so your TV gets locked off at 10 p.m., yeah? So we're used to sleeping by 10:30, 11. We're out on social past then, yeah? They're trying to talk to us through the gates. They know me and Higgins kind of governing. Bare people's getting like, no, you lot, come on, man, calm down, da. We get tired anyway, we agree to bang up. When we agree to bang up, by the time it's time for me to bang up, Higgins is gone before me. I can already hear Higgins getting bent up. So I already know we're gonna get bent up. So I go to my cell, I put my burn in my sock, my Rizzler in my sock, my lighter in my sock. I know I'm getting blocked. They open my door, full PPE. Now, this one I found out about this PPE stuff, yeah. You can't actually do nothing to them in the PPE. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah? Because they've got the foam thing. You know, like what the people use when they got the dogs? When they bite them and that? So they've got the full foam thing, they've got gloves, whatever, the visor thing, yeah? So they've come to my door, put the shield at my door. Boy, if I get my hand on the windowsill. I tried to say, what, you don't try and get us one by one? I tried to say you lot are pussies. Didn't get to finish my sentence. I thought the shield was to protect them if I was throwing stuff, yeah? This guy hit me with his shield so fast, I didn't have time to put my hands in front of my face. So he just hit me, boom, bust my lip instantly, yeah? The top lip, I don't know why.
Knowing how to deal with tornadoes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, boom, bust my top lip.
You don't
Anyway,
know how to deal with it.
they come, it's my first time in jail, whatever.
Yeah.
No, even though my first
They've
time.
come, they've jumped on top of me, whatever. But this is what it went
Getting a
mad for
butt
me.
slip from the shield is mental.
Yeah, I'm keeping it
If
on.
you don't know how to defend it, it's a big object.
I thought they was going to be talking. I thought they was coming and putting.
I did stop trolling.
There was no talking time. Yeah. Anyway, boom. They bust my lip. I'm on the bed. They're trying to get my hands, but I'm not trying to give them my hands. Whatever. I'm trying to kick, do whatever. One of them's put their arm. I'm trying to bite it. I'm getting foam in my mouth. I'm knowing that's dead. Cool. Anyway, what fucked me up? They start calling me names. But bearing in mind, yeah, these are govs that I see on the day-to-day. Yeah. So they're telling me to cry and calling me the N-word. Yeah. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? Like,
Okay, so this is what we needed to get to.
So bam now, the whole jail's going kind of mad. People are breaking windows, burning sheets, throwing it at us, putting them, right? They take me round to the segregation. I'm laughing at them. It was raining before, it was muddy. They're walking me like, you know the normal way they walk you when you're bent over and you're thinking there's one of them in front of you, two by your side and one behind you, yeah?
Chicken George.
And I start talking smack to them and I see two of them move, yeah? I get kicked, boom.
Yeah.
Face bloody, my face is bloody, yeah? Straight head in the mud, because it was raining before. Leave me there for a sec, pick me up, take me into the seg, cut off my clothes, yeah? With them scissors that you get from the, you know the ambulance, the ones that go like that?
The first aid box, yeah.
Yeah, cut off my clothes, yeah? Took my burner, whatever, left me in the cell handcuffed. I was kicking the door till like about, I don't even know what time, yeah? And, I had no mattress.
That was a great 10 minutes of madness. Okay, where we going back to now?
That's how crazy you can be.
What was the point of that though? What was the moral to that
I was
story?
talking about how fucked
The
up
racist stuff. Was that the racist stuff?
He was just talking.
The racist stuff.
He was just talking about the systematic abuse, innit? And
Like just being racist.
Yeah.
I see.
That was longer than you.
That's fine.
That was mad. That was mad. That was mad.
Me, I just.
But I'm saying you've been
Joe's
good today. You've been doing good today.
One, alhamdulillah, bro, in the presence of Yusuf. He's a great talker as well. So I like to listen.
But it's your day.
To learn. No, it is because a lot of the time, like you've been in a prison system longer than I have. He's been in prison, so it's a learning thing for me right here. But that doesn't mean that, like I said, I've seen madness. I was kicked out of Belmarsh. Big up Leon Dyer. He was with me. No, I'm just it's fine. But once again, it was corruption. Same way. Like
I've got a story. I've got bare stories. We could sit here for all day.
Like this. Yeah,
you must have so much stories as well. I swear, if we want to start. I swear that tornado, mad. I could say so many stories.
As long as they involve prison officers and corruption, it's valid, safe. This one involves corruption. So, Belmarsh, say 2008. I have to remember, I wasn't.
No, it's his fault.
Yeah, Belmarsh 2008. Leon Dyer was there, Tin was there, Couple Man was there. No, just so they know that we're not lying. No problem. Yeah, and inmate, these times here, Belmarsh was double cells. It was double cells and single cells. But then because of overcrowding, they'd made the cells 3 people. They somehow attached bunk beds and there was one single bed. That's what it's mad. That's what's happened, right? So inmates came in there, but when he was arrested, the police crashed into him and he came in there on crutches, basically. Broke his hip, he broke his knee or whatnot. So they...
Alex.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't personally know the guy. Like his name was just an Asian guy, innit? So but we've noticed that he's came in when he's on crutches and stuff. So he's gone into his cell, whatnot. We've all gone to our cells. So we used to do education. Belmarsh education is mad. So in a nutshell, this guy has tried to do himself. Like we've inquired, well, what's happened to the brother, whatnot. So middle of the night, screws of. Put 2 people in his cell, 2 Albanian guys that have come into his cell. In a nutshell, they've shaped the brother. Yeah, they've shaped him, innit? Like he couldn't defend himself. So we've heard about it now. Now, I'm talking about this jail is full up of all these so-called bad man, yardie man, everyone that should be against that, right? So anyway, the guy, 2 of the guys happened to be in my pottery class. So you know how pottery goes, you've got these little things that it's gone down for him anyway. It's gone down, we've all gone to the block. Now, because of the claims that we're making, I'm saying to them, hold up, I'm not facing no, a man was shaped and screws of involved in it because they've opened his cell and let this guy in the cell and this is the equals of it. This is a male jail. We're not having that. So, but because the guy had been the alleged person who done it, had been hurt a little bit. So now they were trying to get me down. But because of the nature of the case, I'm saying, nah, screws are involved now. They decided to, you know what, get rid of me rather than deal with the nature of it, innit? So big up Dyer. Once they came for me, he got himself kicked out as well. I said, what? Big up, so we ended up...
Dyer.
Big up Dyer.
Yeah, Dyer, but yeah, we done a little bird, you know what I mean? And Walker.
All right, let's get back to that episode of what it's about, because otherwise can I tell a story then? Let's all tell a prison
I got
story.
one question because I think we're gonna.
Then let's all tell a prison story. Can I tell a story?
You
Okay.
can, but I got one question because then I think we're gonna.
I've got a story.
We're heading off.
I know.
Is that right?
I know. That's why.
So just on this subject, if there's one thing that you think needs to be changed about the prison system, I want to know from each of you what
Start
that
with.
would be.
Okay. So I've suggested in the past as well that I believe that when they're going through their training, that at least someone with lived experience could also partake in that and to kind of assess where they're kind of I would say where their mentality's at as well. So that's what I would actually suggest as well, that we have more involvement in regards to their training.
Yeah.
I think to myself that they could increase the pay of people workers. They force people to work and they get improper contracts, and that's a form of slavery there. So this is what's in. People want to make their own money, and they've got families that £10 a week can just about buy you a noodles and something. So people, if you could increase people's pay when they're working, because they are actually working, and probably give them a legal wage, would obviously get them used to working for a legal wage and accepting a legal wage, because enough criminals, whether it's haram money or not, they're making more than that, even in the jail, innit? So to make that transition, and everyone's got kids, everyone's trying to still maintain whatever outside relations that they have. So if you could just increase the money and the knowledge, like the brother said, people that have experience in not necessarily being a criminal, you don't have to have that, but just being in a position of where someone else has power over you. And I mean, not every criminal is, you can still be in justice as a criminal. You're still human beings. So just to teach prison officers more people skills, more interaction, because they're actually scared. Let's have it 100%. There's prisoners that are older than you. There's prisoners that are bigger than you. My age of going to prison, most of the officers were older than me. They were ex-army, they were this. But with this new recruitment of young kids, there's people that like are your son's age. He's telling you, come off the phone when you're talking to your son in a way that is so mad for you. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just a bit more knowledge of people, not so much books, actual practical people, you know?
People skills.
Jeff.
I ain't answered. They also.
I know, but Jeff.
Oh, yeah, go.
Because I was gonna go to Jeff even after. I don't even know what Chronik.
He's the one that answered the question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but he asked the question, but Jeff answered.
I'll say they need to change the whole process of the parole system. I feel that it's very biased, and there's people that they're not impartial. Do you understand what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, like when it comes to a prisoner being able to speak for themselves, you know, like the knockbacks, it's like generic. Do you understand what I'm saying? But there's no impartiality. It's like there's a bias formed. It's like they're getting knocked back before they even speak. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need to have a parole board which is de novo. And what I mean by de novo is people that don't have knowledge, and it allows the inmate to express themselves. Because I've seen so many get stitched up and they're good as gold. I've had inmates be enhanced for what, 12, 13 years, and they're still into their bird, you know, waiting on the parole. And remember, when you're given that hope of parole, you're putting everything into it, and then to get knocked back, you know, especially when there's a bias to it. Like say if an inmate got an adjudication, for example, they don't care about what the outcome of the adjudication was. They're focused on why he got the adjudication, but he's got not guilty on the adjudication. But he's still penalised for it before getting an adjudication. So there needs to be impartiality when it comes to the parole.
I understand. You didn't.
I would say two things quickly, yeah. First of all, I don't know whose idea it was, yeah. I don't know which idiot decided to pass this law, yeah, but they've stopped smoking in jail, yeah. But then they're forcing us to buy vapes if we want to smoke, yeah, which I think are even more unhealthy than actually smoking cigarettes, yeah. And imagine you being sentenced when you could smoke, and then now you still got 10, 20 years to do and you can't smoke. It's a bit inhumane to me, yeah. That's the first thing. Second thing, give us conjugal visits, man. Shit.
Grr.
That's the two things for you. What about you? You hadn't answered. Go on, you.
Gooch. Ladies first. Red card. You're going mad.
I would say when you're dealing with young offenders, I feel like there's more chance of intervention because they're young.
Talk louder.
Oh,
Go on.
when you're dealing, I feel like when you are a person who is dealing with young offenders, you have more chance and more hope. So I think it's very important that we watch how we socially condition ex-offenders or offenders, because a lot of offenders are broken inside prison because they're told and they're made to believe that, you know, this is it for them. There's no hope for change, where in fact that there are prisoners that's come out and they've got a way better life than people who work in the prison and they've managed to change their life. So I feel like socially, I think they should be trained on how to communicate and how to speak life rather than death into people's lives. I feel like it's very,
You
very
mean that create
important.
aspiration?
Yes, and what Chronik said, they need to go and get trained, but you need to be trained by somebody that understands that. And the only person that understands that, not somebody that's got academic knowledge, is somebody that's actually lived through that. And I feel like that's where the system fails, because we base everything on academics, statistics, but really and truly, when we look at it, there's also barriers in this because sometimes it can be tampered with. So it's not really facts. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Me, what I would change, what I would like them to look into, obviously, we've heard about our IPP, they've gotten rid of IPP and all this stuff, but there's a lot of people still in prison on the IPP sentence, still suffering.
They need to let them out.
Still, can I talk?
Sorry.
Yeah, because I didn't interrupt you. Yeah. And there's a lot of people still suffering. Like, you know, I feel like they need to look at every case individually, look at everyone. Like, there's a lot of people that done way over their tariffs. They need to be released now. They need to be released now.
No, you're not. No,
do you
I
not
agree
see
with
a lot of rehabilitated inmates?
100%.
yourself, and you know these are like nice people.
Yeah.
Like compared to the people you might meet on the road or whatever. You think,
100%.
but they're just there doing more. Like, I think that needs to be looked at. IPP, 'cause obviously the I can't even pronounce it, them visits, that's safe, but we've been doing prison, innit? Like, so, yeah, whatever. But that there, like, I believe we all deserve a second chance or a third chance or a 10th chance. Whatever chance it is, because you've given us our bird. Like, you can't give someone something and then they've done that, what you've given them, and then we're still being like, what are we doing there? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Obviously, nasty people like are in that, SA, all that stuff. Why can't their key get thrown away? Or not even like that, but do you know what I mean? But them people getting let out. And then you got people that might have killed someone that would have killed them if they saw them, if they had the opportunity to. And these are things what the politicians, not politics, but the government do. They go to war and all that. We, like what Chronik says, if you look at who's at the top or whatever, that's what you lot do. So how comes when we go to war, it's mad. You lot ain't getting birded for going and killing how many, whatever you lot killed in wars. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? But if we go and like protect ourselves or whatever, like it sounds mad, but I'm saying in our world, I'm not saying man shouldn't get a bird, but I'm saying like, do you know what I mean? Let us go out then, innit? Let us go home.
No, another.
All of us, yeah. Let me just say, in the game, not game because it's real, innit? But I'm saying what we're dealing with and all that. We all know what we're involved in as far as like gang life and rare. But obviously, mine's not in it no more or whatever. I'm saying, entering that life, we do know what we're. Do you know what I mean? So not like that. If man get licked over, why for that? But if man get, you know what you was doing, bro. Like, so it's like I wouldn't. I'm going mad, but I'm saying I wouldn't think. If God forbid, but I wouldn't think. Oh yeah, that guy should be doing 30 years. Like I would want my friends to get him. I want him to.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
So one last thing, yeah, I just want to add, yeah. Well, because since we're talking about rehabilitation and stuff like this, you mentioned the SA and the widows and stuff, yeah. They say the chances of their rehabilitation or reoffending is 100%. It's 100% because they can never.
It's not cure. Yeah, there's no cure for it.
So in regards to changes, the bird system needs to change around because a man could have done an M, he could have done whatever. He still has a chance of changing. Them man have got no chance of changing, but they're getting the lightest bird. They're getting, because I wouldn't say special treatment, but they get protected.
It's been proven like these things. That's a what do they call it? Illness. They say this the illness. Like, you know, the P word, the P word and all that. They say,
so they're going to protect
they say it's an illness. So this can't be cured. That's what they like. That's what, you get what I'm saying? That's for Allah. But I'm saying, like, do you know what I mean? But then you got people like us that, do you know what I mean? We might not kill again.
I think we're going to wrap in a second. I'm going to leave you guys. I got one more question for you. How can I get Linda D'Souza to speak to me?
She likes straight guys. Mind games. I mean,
that's not going to work.
I don't know.
But I want to know how to speak to her.
Okay, mad. I want to know how to speak to her, you maniac. I thought you lot was going to give me the link.
Are you still in touch with your the
my bridging? Yeah, my bridging, yeah.
You chat regularly?
Yeah, but my bridging ain't, your guy mad. My bridging ain't still chatting to her.
No, she...
Free Linton, though.
Done all that.
Huh?
Yeah, he's done all of
She's
them.
out already?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's out still.
How long did you want her to
She's on tag. She's on tag.
You're going to win it.
She was only going to... She's
on tag.
I think it was...
See the man, the one that done the thing, he
18 months
DM'd me on
after
Insta, but then I think that's when he got.
Oh,
Yeah.
The one that
You're
done
going to
what?
have to offer her
The one that done, the inmate that done.
But you think she'd do it then?
You're going to have to offer
Yeah,
her
he-
back. You're going to have to
he
get your
done-
money out. You're not going to... Like, listen, she's already been embarrassed. Her family been embarrassed, plastered everywhere. That's why most people won't talk to you. If you think that, like, you might be able to, like,
No, but the
get them around...
British Broadcasting Corporation, they can't pay people.
This is the thing.
That's the thing.
When they're
Otherwise-
profiting off a conviction, do you understand what I'm saying?
That's the only thing
You
with
want
the
to document
document.
the conviction.
No, she would be... If she got
There's
paid
ways
for
to
it,
go around it. Like they're gonna get invoice from me for my travel and bare madness, and then what I've eaten and
like,
bare
it's
things.
perceived as like you're rewarding someone for a crime they committed. Do you know what I
But
mean?
you're trying to benefit off the crime that they committed because you want ratings on your show. You want whatever your
It's
show.
not about the ratings. It's about understanding what's happening in the prison system.
Yeah.
Because it is like, you mean you're going to pick a topic that people are going to, but you get paid out of it. You get some type of
Completely. But I do programs where I think there's some kind of public benefit, and I think there's some public benefit in people understanding what's going on.
But there's not much
within the
benefit
prison
for
for the person that's been through it.
Especially if there's not a proper bag in it for her. It don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to see it.
I
Another way
think
to
she's
see it
got
is
to make money other ways as well anyway. She can do OnlyFans.
Yeah, no, she's gonna make bare money. She's gonna make bare money. Linda, if you're watching this, DM the podcast show. I've got money for you.
How much?
Yeah. I've got money for you. Just DM the podcast show. And do you get what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do to tell her. I'm not the
There's
British
an
Broadcasting
argument.
Corporation.
But there's an argument.
I can
that
pay.
Actually,
You get what I'm saying?
That video.
I guess I know
she allowed
and
herself to be
I
filmed.
want head as well.
There's an argument that this guy.
No, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not
this
paying
guy.
for that thing. I'm not paying for that
The
thing.
same thing, bro.
I'm
But this
paying
is
for
the thing.
everything.
There's an argument that the reason she allowed herself to be filmed is because she wanted notoriety.
But who's making
Some
that
people
argument?
actually.
But I'm
think
gonna
it's
make her
gonna come out.
notorious. We got Nathan, her
all
husband,
of this is
Nathan.
conjecture.
He's from
All of this is
Dominica. He's a
conjecture.
madman.
Not everyone's got an opinion on it.
People making that
mad.
I've never been in that position.
I've had lots of conversations with
like
people
them.
who've said she did it for notoriety.
She's what?
That she did it for notoriety.
That's them. They've never spoke to the girl, so that
Completely. So all of this is conjecture. Of course it is. Anyone's opinion is conjecture.
Everybody's
but-
assuming, that because she got filmed, she expected it to go the way it
She
went.
knew what she was
But
doing.
I don't think she expected it to go the way it went. Because like you said, first of all, there's girls that's been filmed before. They've never gone that viral. Yeah,
She knew what she was doing, man. Did you see her facial expressions and all that?
Did
you see what-
Gone that viral.
Did you see her facial expressions and that? She knew what she was doing.
I thought it wasn't gonna go nowhere. Most girls that get filmed on camera.
It's a
think not
possibility,
gonna
but
go nowhere.
only she can answer those questions.
I'm sorry, but if I'm filming, I say this. all
If
the
I'm
time.
filming, it's mad.
If I'm having whatever,
means she'll do it.
I'm being filmed, yeah, which I have never given anybody consent to. Yeah,
Filmed anyway.
that means there's a risk of it coming out. Spray, shut up.
I know I'm
It's
going
good
mad.
for
I know I'm
babes.
going mad. I don't want my nephews to be mad at me. They'll be thinking madness.
Anyway,
But I filmed it.
yeah.
I understand. You know, the thing is, you can look at it and it's all, the way it was reported, it's all kind of salacious and it's all just like, salacious prison sex.
What does salacious mean?
Salacious,
I
like,
like to learn.
CD.
like,
No, but I just
like it's all like fun and games and haha, and it funny. She's
know
a prison
you know
officer
that.
and she's having sex in prison.
I thought she got paid for
But
it.
actually, this is the thing. If you actually spent time in the trial, which I did, and I was
Why
at the
for
sentencing,
salacious though?
there's like a massive amount of stuff going on. The judge referenced this idea that she was a manipulative person.
See?
This like came out in the psych report,
I heard that they knew each other though.
and of course, and then there's this thing about them having a relationship.
But this is what I'm saying to you. Like, listen.
Have you not spoke to her husband, Nathan?
Also, an approach has been made.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Listen. Let me tell you something, because I've been to prison. Yeah. If
We've all
I'm
been
in
to prison, Pinky.
He hasn't. What
No, but I'm saying you said I, but I'm saying we. Say we.
Okay.
We've been.
No, but I'm
Yeah,
talking
guy,
about
man.
him talking about the judge.
I'm just going mad.
Anyway,
And you keep
yeah?
always
The
going
judge, I know the judge, yeah, he's just saying things that he doesn't understand. If you're in prison, yeah, and you see a girl walk through with keys on and a screw outfit, yeah, and you know her, yeah, first of all, you're ecstatic. If you fucked her, you're even more ecstatic. So if you get to fuck her again, how the hell is that her manipulating you?
I'll tell you how it's manipulation, because when it went to court, do you know what her first defense was?
What?
That she was raped.
Yeah, but she's trying to say anything to get herself out of it.
Come on, is that not manipulation?
Yeah.
She's trying to say
Come
anything
on.
to get herself out of it. She probably would have told
That
you. yeah,
story-
I'm gonna go
that
with
story
this.
only
I'll tell her,
changed.
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
That story
Let
only
him talk. Let him
changed.
talk. Yeah, let him talk.
That story only changed when it came up that there was a video of them having sex earlier. And then they were like, what, you were raped twice? And then she said, okay, I'll withdraw that statement then.
You do know.
I'm gonna watch
Let's
video
go.
with the video anyway.
Come on, there is a level of manipulation there, surely.
A big level of manipulation. Go on, Dwayne. Let Dwayne say something for the one.
Can I elaborate on that as well? Thank you very much for informing us about this as well. It's quite alarming as well. So she actually
Talking to the mic, bro.
she actually called out rape.
I didn't even know that. Say Arido. Say something.
That's alarming, but this is a lesson to some of the youths that are watching this podcast and thinking it's all fun and games as well. That the reality of the situation as well, that not everyone has good intentions. And what Islam teaches us as well is that dirty men are for dirty women and dirty women are for dirty men. So this is why that we, especially me and my brothers, we stayed away from these things because we knew the concept of this. This is why that the youth of today, they need to have emotional intelligence as well. What happens when a person's back's against the wall and they're in front of the firing squad as well? Is she going to be honorable? Is she going to tell the truth?
Definitely not.
Now imagine if that video never went viral. There's 2 guys in that cell. So what would have happened? Their lives would have been over.
Because it wouldn't have
in
been
that prison
filmed.
system.
Yeah.
They would have sent them up north.
Yep.
And they would have had a field day with them. That's the reality of the situation.
And the reality of in a court, when you go and sit there in a trial in a public gallery, there's so less truth in this courtroom. The person who's been accused is lying. The person who's accusing them is lying. The barrister's like, but only 2 people was there. So everyone else has been told the stories about how good you can tell them the story now. So don't get too confused in going into courtrooms and thinking, oh, everyone's telling the truth. There's so much lies being said here.
Only she, and this is the thing, it's not about that one video. It's actually about what happened and what it says about the flaws in a system. That's why it's important.
But I think bigger
It's
up.
not about the individuals.
I think bigger up, because do you know what? Yeah.
She helped out.
This is something that man need. Like, you know what I mean? We need to have sex with women in prison. So she's helping. Am I going mad?
But yeah,
No, I'm
Profound,
with
he
you.
goes to the profound
I'm
stuff.
with you, bro.
No.
All right.
If it was, you get what I'm saying? If it was me, I swear down, I wouldn't have said nothing to nobody. I would have turned enhanced all of a sudden. They would have realized, Riv behaving himself. But the way I would have enhanced,
So allow me
serve
to-
job
allow
or
me-
something,
so
red
allow me
man.
to ask you
I need to
something.
stay here.
So what about your self-respect though?
Gone. A star fuller, but gone.
So what I'm actually saying as well, that you would...
I'm not on the big bird. I'm not doing the 27. She's letting off.
So I'm gonna pose a question to you as
So
well.
if I know, go on. But I'm gonna pose the question back, that because I need to hear you say
No problem.
you're gonna tell them no. But go on.
So when so it's scientifically proven as well that when you engage in these types of acts as well, that there's imprinting, there's energy.
No. I know about that. I understand that.
really
So
Yeah,
imagine,
that's true.
so what you'll find in these kind of situations as well, when what I know of, when there's a let's say an earth maiden, she's doing whatever she's doing, it's usually multiple amount of other individuals that she's actually engaging with as well. So what you're saying is now that you don't mind devaluing yourself just for a moment of thrills.
100%.
So
in
what-
prison, but let's get this done. That's what I'm saying.
So what,
in prison,
so what would actually happen as well, that if you contracted a kind of a disease that you was incurable, what would happen then?
You know, she could bring a condom. She could bring a condom.
You know, in these kind of situations,
You're not thinking
Wait.
Oh,
I know, but listen, I'll be honest with you. Let's everybody calm down. Let's everybody calm down on road. I've had to pray a few times, but not like that. But we've gone mad a few times in it. Like we're not.
No, sorry.
I can't say it's always been condoms. Do you know what I mean? But I'm willing to take that risk in jail. If I've gone like 12 moon without no pom pom.
Sorry, go on.
If I got 12 moon, 4 moon even.
thinking
Now
twice
I'm,
about it. I ain't
now what I'm saying, do you get what I'm saying? In that precise moment, wait. In that precise moment, I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking, oh my days, you know what you'd be thinking?
and that's what led you in trouble in the first place.
And that's
why
exactly-
you need emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
You need to weigh things
So
up as well.
I hear all of that. I just want to be really
making Toba.
practical. So practically speaking, a whole bunch of people I've spoken to, 3 different sources from entirely different places around the country have told me, and one was a prison officer, that it's entirely common for people, in the same way that they're paying for drugs, paying for what
common
else.
like that.
It's really common to to pay. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Go
Let me finish.
on.
It's entirely common for people to pay for sex in prison. So there's a sort code.
Even
and an
now you
account number.
finished. Even now
They're
you finished. I'm saying it's
they're
not.
wiring money. It's not common in your experience. Did you ever come?
This is the guy that's
That must
done
be
the
recent.
most prison here. Have you ever experienced that to be such a common thing?
It might be some kind of new phenomenon.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what you're
Young people.
So what you're doing? You're talking.
They're
now-
paying to
now
have
you're going
sex.
into the area
Where?
of prostitution. And
Yeah, where
American jails are
what prison have I seen this in? That I'd spend my whole canteen. Every week my canteen would be gone.
I've heard of it, but I ain't seen it.
£10.
You've heard of it, but you haven't seen it.
Buy put that.
There's a girl went in there to do
A
that.
Astaghfirullah, but
Go on, say
Fuck
the
with
sex.
buy it.
Say again.
There was
I'm going
a girl that I know, that was a girl that went in there to do that. So she was doing that, you know what I'm
She
saying?
went in there to make money that way.
snitch.
But I never been in the jail where that's happening.
Will she speak to me?
I don't know, she might.
Not now, 'cause he
A girl
snitched.
that I know knows her. So I could ask, I don't know.
I know, like, obviously there's been,
not
like,
common.
you see,
Now you know.
Nah, it's not, I wouldn't say it's common though, not from my experience.
It's not common.
Something you've heard
It's
of.
not common.
Something you've heard of.
Whether or not,
yeah.
even if that did happen or whatever, that's a one-away case.
but you get
In
some,
my experience,
you get some
in your-
female officers that would get with, like, should I say, the ballers or whatever, and then the ballers would then look after them. So there was one girl that's coming. Yeah, so there was one girl, she got a veneers done, got a BBL, do you understand? So there was, then, there was that incentive.
Basically, yeah, if you're broke as a female, yeah, you want to make quick money, basically, you've got a clean DBS, go to man's jail, basically, couple of
100%.
parcels, you've got 20k, 30k, right? We're living in a world where money should, there's not enough money. Do you understand?
Yeah, they can make money
Everybody is
still.
desperate.
They can make
Some of them
money
desperate
still.
Themselves. They're always stealing money themselves. What do you expect normal human beings to do?
No, I think there's a lot of truth in that. I think
The
it's
rich continue
it's
oppressing the
economics.
poor. This is what it is.
2 parcels, yeah. How much does a screw get paid a year?
1,000, isn't it?
There's a salary one here. Go on.
Like, I think it's 32 now.
Alright, cool. So you see
28.
that 3-2.
Tax. So
He's
like
put
2-1.
4. He's put an
2-1 a
extra
month,
4 on
or
what
2.
he was
Yeah, like
making.
what,
28.
2-1.
28.
Like 2-1.
I was on
yeah,
50 to be
2-1-2.
fair. I was on 50. I can even show you. I can log into.
Show me. Even show me now.
Bobby, see that
Because you can even show me.
That's like 2
show
years.
it.
He can even show me.
Exactly.
Anytime anyone's thinking they can say madness, you can even show me.
Hold on.
But you're
Get
still
me
getting
back,
taxed
you
over
don't even show
40%. That's the
Yeah.
No, I'll show you.
No. No, but you know when?
Here.
No, but I do that though. I call people's bluff a lot. I can even show you. Show me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but
my days.
'cause they don't expect
a
that.
funny guy.
No, but you know what I'm saying, Mobeen. No, but Mobeen, you know what I'm saying. People, they don't expect you to say, "All right, show me." You know what I'm saying? They don't expect that. But it's cool. 50 he made. Now he don't make 50. Why? Why?
Probably
did
makes
you quit?
more. His service manager.
More.
there.
No,
He
I'm
makes
saying,
more.
no, I know, but I'm saying, why did you quit?
least.
Because we haven't.
I told you that they
told you,
think.
you're not listening, he
Mobeen,
got
I know you're
kicked
trying to
out.
go, but we haven't even heard why. Why he quit?
He didn't quit, he got kicked out.
Whatever. We haven't heard that.
He said
I
that.
told you that.
Because he was building a rapport.
Everybody
with everyone.
calm down. Everybody calm themselves down. Did you hear that, Teo? Thank you. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Obviously, I was just trolling. But
No, I want to show you to you, man.
no, I believe you. I'm just trolling.
Oh yeah, go.
And you can show it after me. But yeah, no. Yeah, they whisper.
Why did you get kicked out?
Why was you that? Yeah, because obviously I was.
Yeah, so basically, another, like, again, I was envied for like the things that I had. So even when it came down to like my attire, I refused to wear like the prison boots. So I would come in. I was known for wearing Pradas. I'm wearing Pradas, and obviously that aggrieved them, innit? And I had nice cars. So automatically they're thinking, yeah, this guy, he's a drug baron, or he's bringing in whatever. And with me, I didn't. Again, when I was coming to the end of my career, I didn't care. So I would put up Snapchat of me meeting an inmate in Mayfair. So they conjured up the story. That what I'll do is that I'll befriend inmates inside the jail.
They were giving you money though, innit?
Who's that?
When they're looking after you when you go out.
Oh yeah. What's the whole thing?
So it was
like,
beneficial.
But it's outside.
Beneficial.
Yeah. No. So obviously, I'll meet them in Mayfair, whatever. And it's not even like it's not like I've said, "Oh, link me in Mayfair when you get released." It's just coincident that.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
obviously, and we're the ex-inmates. Like, you know, they're no more under the system. So I used to like snap it. I used to be very like brazy, very abrupt with it. So they conjured up a story saying that I befriend prisoners inside the prison system to meet them outside to party with them, basically, innit? But cut a long story short, I took the tribunal and I won.
How much you get?
So that favours like me, you know. Yeah.
How much did you get?
Only 10. Like some forget it. They took 10 years of my life, boy. That's like $1,000 a year. It's work, like, you know. Whereas there's other officers that will get sacked, you know. Unjustly as well, is like, you know, but
listen, any win on the system's a win, man. So
Innit?
I rate that. I just don't want me to finish the thing, but like I was saying, yeah, why is sometimes easier as well to like corrupt like officers and stuff like that, yeah? Because doing a couple of trips could basically be their year wages.
Of course, yeah. It's like I said, you know, one of the people I spoke to, they bought a house with the money. They never got caught. They bought a house and their car with the money.
Yeah, no. What about people that have never been caught? Imagine officers, yeah. Because back in the days, I remember like when a family friend was in prison, I was very young. And I remember his mum went to go and meet a governor. That's when I knew, oh, these people are really dodgy. I think I was like 10. And I heard him telling his mum to go and meet the screw. So this has been happening for a long time. And do you know what? Social media is only exposing corruption now. So let's just go back when social media wasn't around.
Oh. Yeah, and it wasn't documented. And
I used to visit my uncles and that. You could bring them beer and that. Yeah, I heard. I used to visit my uncles and on the visit, he's drinking beer, like a jug of beer. Soap bar, here we go. If you had a little thing, they're not even, soap bars of ash is happening. We got Jay, you get me? But and there was just less snitches and less repercussions.
Yes.
The screws had more control of what was of their own officers.
Yes.
Now, like, you know, everything, it's just so mad. Like, you can, like...
Yeah, of course, now it's a business. Yeah, increasingly.
Even if
it's going in the direction of America, basically.
There's just so much snitches around that, because they're even giving snitches, they don't get stitches anymore. Like, so that was a thing back in the day why people wouldn't be on grassing or whatever. Now there's too much rewards, there's all these things, like I said, money's running the world. They're gonna snitch.
Guys, I'm really grateful for your time and thank you for being so open.
The fiddy's there.
It's been
hey,
really nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Take care. Look after yourself. Are we good? Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. We're gonna talk about you when you go.
That's all right. You can talk.
We're gonna talk about Teo, all of that. Adley.
Hey, amazing.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Mobeen, he's a proper documentary guy. You see him when you know, you'll notice him on the BBC documentaries.
I'm going too mad.
You're gonna.
That thing looks mad the way it's coming in and out.
Bro,
calm down.
My mic? No, I don't have mine. No.
Yeah, she's just going mad. She's even tapping herself, going mad.
What time is it?
Lee, allow it.
What time is it?
What's his word? What's Spray's word?
Right, so what time is it, bro?
No, wait. All right, boom. We're gonna take. Get away, Mobeen.
Are we taking a
You're
break?
too close to me.
Mad, yeah.
We're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back because that was the BBC stuff. Why for that, man? Right, I was nearly done. I was being so good as well. We're gonna come back and we're gonna get back to the RTM stuff.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because we're gonna do it again. You know, we're gonna come back up.
What time is it?
And
I don't even know. Like.
Gucci, let's just take a break and we're gonna come back up.
I'm not playing that. Camera recording. Oh!
Boom. Welcome back to the RTM podcast show. RTM settings now. Big up everyone for going through that madness. Do you get what I'm saying? But now we can just be RTM. Do you get what I'm saying? Big them up though. Big up the British Broadcasting Corporation for even, I don't know. What can I say? For at least even, do you know what I mean? They sat down with us, innit? They listened. We'll see what they take from it. And then we'll know if they are friends or not. Do you get what I'm saying? But we've got our own content. And then everything will be released. Why for that? But yeah, Jeff, obviously, Jeff and Dwayne. I'd never know if to say Dwayne or Yusuf, but yeah. Jeff or Dwayne, you lot are like now the special guest. Obviously you as well, Goose, but you're always here. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm saying,
Fortunately,
on the strength of you being the prison officer and you being the guy that's been in prison for however long. But I feel like we didn't get your story properly. So like even down to siblings, background, all that sort of thing, we might as well just run through that quickly just to get a better idea of.
Yeah. Sibling of 5, I'm like the middle child. Born and raised in London Bridge, obviously relocated to Camberwell. Obviously no kids.
Mad. Mum and dad together?
Yeah, married about 30 plus years now.
Any siblings?
Yeah, 2 brothers, 2 sisters.
Where are you in that?
Middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you not listening? He said it.
Oh, you said it already? Okay.
Well, it's fine though, it's okay.
Yeah, you know how much times I got nicked for disobeying direct orders?
Yeah, and then obviously worked, well, to be fair, before I started in retail, I was in like close protection for a bit. That was for about 2 years. So I used to be like a player escort for like Wimbledon. See, G4.
Why for that?
Player escort, like when you escort players to the matches, like fuck, bloody hell, bro.
Oh, he like, you know.
So obviously you're escorting, like yeah, obviously. So I was doing that for a bit. I've done like a few like concerts. Then I went into retail. From retail, went in, found myself working in the prison system that took my life for 10 years.
So you done the 10-year bird, basically.
Serious bird, deep.
And it's so mad because I always used to say that to, you know, to these screws. I say, you're gonna be here when I go home, you're still gonna be here.
What do you mean did 10 years? You actually
As a prison officer.
But when you're a prison officer,
you're doing a bird.
Remember, your shifts are like 6:30 a.m. to like 7:30. Like,
man.
So
I used to say that to them.
you start in the dark, you work you start in the dark, and then you finish in the dark. It's mad.
I used to say that to them. You lot are here.
So how do you think that's going to have an impact when you decide to settle down, get married and have kids?
What do you mean? What?
Oh, yeah, you don't know more, innit?
No, I don't do that. No, yeah.
But it's what I want to know, yeah?
Yeah,
so
go.
I was raised in Camberwell and all of that, yeah? So I'm guessing, yeah, like when you was growing up, you're a black kid, so you must have had like some interaction with street life and whatnot, friends.
Yeah. Like obviously, even growing up, been stabbed, shot at.
Why did you get stabbed?
Again, backing my boy. So obviously, this was when.
You're a maniac. You're laughing at him getting stabbed. No, sorry. You was right, Dwayne.
I was backing my boy. Like,
I was right about this one.
Obviously, when I've gone Christ the King,
man,
like anyone that wasn't from Lewisham, it was a long day for you. You're getting followed home.
Like a school?
No, Christ the King was like a sixth form in Lewisham. This was when ghetto boys they're at their prime. Like, you understand? You come into the area, it's a long day, man. You know, so obviously, where I've gone Christ,
Sparks got you.
and they've heard that, like, man's just not from their area. Doesn't matter. I could be from Timbuktu. Doesn't matter. You're not from Lewisham. Like, every day they're trying to
Wait,
land.
how old are you?
37 this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So like every day was just
Kind of makes our generation.
It was just crazy, innit?
I've got a couple youngers that's them ages that grew up with man.
Yeah. So obviously from that, my boy, he was kind of involved in that life. So there was a time when obviously I'm coming back with him from college now, and obviously one of the youths have clocked him. Said, "Bro, like, listen, you're from Pecs." You see what I'm saying? Obviously he's on the ropes now, innit?
Of course he is.
So obviously they've ducked him down. And my dad's always said to me, never ever run from, like, you see the day of adversity, don't run from it. Like, stand your ground, innit?
Dad made you get stabbed.
Yeah.
Dad made you get stabbed. You know them one day? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You thought you listened to your dad at the wrong day.
Yeah, bro.
Long day. Remember the long day?
But obviously, well, I backed him, but I got stabbed in the process.
Was you scared?
No, I'm back. What? You know what it was, yeah? One of them, he was a unit, bro. He licked me, yeah? And I thought, nah, you know what? He's going left for him. Yeah. Like, don't...
Are you physically strong?
Huh?
Are you physically strong?
I'm a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, but I'm humble about it, innit? You know, like, yeah. I worked in jail, remember, I worked in jail for 10 years. Never got assaulted like that. Never had to take days off. Like, no, you wouldn't hear stories that.
Yeah, man's made a few people that take days off, still weeks off. I know you definitely.
No.
Definitely. Yeah. They take the full leave.
No, they'll take the full, like, they'll go.
Mr. Fuller, all them, man,
they'll take the sick leave.
Yeah,
they'll go off for stress.
Yeah, they take the full leave. Don't see them, man, there for a
I
bit.
don't think they leave because of that. Anyone, like,
No, they just taking
opportunity.
Yeah.
Have time off.
Yeah.
No, but they only realise that, yeah, when the system isn't working for them. You see what I'm saying? You see, the prison system is a wicked system, you know? Because if you go off sick, yeah, your label's like a pussy or whatever.
Shook. Yeah.
Your label's shook, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, what? It's mad. That place is mad.
Arguments you had that week with any
It's
of the
crazy.
This is why you took the time off.
Okay, so you became a prison officer because you got stabbed.
No, bro.
Look now. He wants to find the guy that stabbed him. Everyone on the wing is now someone that stabbed him. That's who he's looking away. That's who he's seeing. Every time he's looking someone away. But every time he's looking someone away, it's the person that stabbed him.
Spirit.
Sure.
At the beginning, he said he did psychology and criminology,
chatting shit.
and that's why he got into it.
That's why he knows they're here.
He was in a gym.
He knows they're there.
He was in a gym.
So this
The
what
manager
I'm
approached you.
Yeah. So it's like, boom, you've been stabbed, you've been shot, rare.
Shot at.
So shot at, yeah. So you see like the youths that you was rolling with, or the man them that you was rolling with.
Yeah.
You still kept in contact with them,
Yeah,
still
yeah.
kept cool and all that through the psychology and criminology and all of this stuff, right? So bam, so when you break it down to them, I'm about to be a fucking screw.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant question. Good question, actually.
He asked good question.
Very good question. You see when, and it's mad because no one actually knew that I worked in jail until when, like, one of my people, I've unlocked the door. I unlocked the cell door. I unlocked the cell door.
Believe it.
And he said, what? What, Jeff?
Jeff, you getting mad, Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, he's one person.
He's either lit up. He's making fucking, I'm
lit.
Oh, yeah, I'm good, boy.
Yeah, getting everything.
You see what I'm saying? And I won't even lie.
What did you do? Get
can't-
fucked back in yourself. Again.
You know that was mad. It was mad.
Switch on, man. Just acting like you don't know, man.
And it's people because obviously, because I knew, you know what's
What?
mad because
He needs to move wings now.
yeah. Because obviously that conflict of interest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he G'd up himself.
No.
Yeah, he G'd up himself.
You know what? What's mad? Because especially someone that's like my character, they'll monitor you. Like, you see what I'm saying? Because they think to themselves,
That
like,
person was gonna get Jeff. You know, they knew Jeff off road. You know, like that's a rude boy that knew Jeff. You know the one. Yeah. Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Jeff. You're not gonna bring.
You're not even. Preeny can never even say no.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
What do they call that thing when you think you're like the entitlement would have come?
Bro, it was so mad. Bro.
Yeah.
It was so mad. Like even. Like, man and dad didn't even know, like, what, Jeff? You're not busting, man.
Yeah, they can't believe it.
Guys,
Bro, you just have to, bro. I can't lie to you. You just got, that's why I say honor preserves you, man.
Is
Honestly,
that why you
bro.
moved from Thames?
No. I would no. So obviously, when I got cross deployed when like prisons would like riot or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would they pay for
That's
your
the only-
accommodation?
Mimi
Pardon?
and said be bringing this to you.
Say that again.
When you were in Nottingham, were they paying for your accommodation?
Yeah, everything. I didn't pay for that. I was on the
Plus your
circle.
salary, was you still getting London?
Yeah, so I was on something called like tornado rate. So you'll get like double.
Oh, that's like flow workers.
Yeah. So
Nationals.
So it's actually it was decent. And more time with like you're not even involved like that. You're just there as like support.
You know who they are, innit?
You're like a support system. You see what I'm saying?
Have you got criminals in your family?
Got a few. Some are
all black.
lifed off.
have you-
My cousin got lifed off. What? Say earlier, no, like late last year. Because
Have you ever
he tried
seen any of your family members?
yeah, my little brother, my younger brother. And that's you see, having my little
That's
Came to the same camp that you
came to the same jail as me, bro. Came
Your
to the
little
same-
brother?
my younger brother, yeah.
Look after him though.
Well, obviously, I had a good rapport with the governors. When they, obviously, it's conflict of interest, innit?
Yeah.
And him like a dimwit, he said,
baited it up.
he said, what's it, my brother's an officer. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
And it's mad, yeah, because it's mad. And it's a touching story because, like, and this is why I would always, I can understand or I can reason with, like, inmates like that because the way they treated my brother, even though I was an officer, was crazy.
Sorry to stop you there. You just said something so important. Your parents are still married, right?
Yeah.
And how many? There's 5 of you guys, right?
five.
One is offender, right?
Yeah.
Are the rest okay? Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of
Okay, but one's an offender, right?
The youngest.
Still going on about the single mum thing.
No.
Let her land.
Let me land. I just want to, because, okay, what do you think your parents did different with you compared to your little brother? That led him that way? Because you sound like somebody.
I think it was.
Who was that way?
I think it was the level of leniency. With me as middle child, I got licked down. Every device in my household, I got beat with. I used to even get beat in my sleep.
Why didn't you beat your little brother?
Huh?
Why didn't you beat your little brother?
Because it will produce like a point of like stubbornness. Do you understand? Like resentment. Because even when my mum and dad used to let me down, I used to think, no, you know what? When I get tougher, I'm gonna.
You're very sweet, innit? Wow, like you're like proper like normal.
Yeah. You wanna mash him up. Like,
You're
you
like
see what I'm
proper
saying?
normal
No, so
style,
like
man.
you're proper like a normal guy.
So are we not normal?
You guys are not tapped into your like
If you ain't letting him Oslo, you
emotions.
still ain't-
Go.
Checked you when you turn into a screw, bruv.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, bro. They apply pressure to say what, Jeff? What? You knew man from how long and what?
Yeah.
You're not patterning man, Jeff.
bringing up
What?
every-
I'm saying
No, you talk about your brethrens on road when they found that.
On roads, you know, like the guy that you got stabbed for and all that.
Oh yeah.
Still outside.
No. He's not even outside like that.
Okay.
Like, he's like humble.
He doesn't look like he rolls people.
But
like
obviously, like, yeah, like my network now is just different. It's just like
Trying
meds, innit? You see what I'm saying?
that. Why
But
would you?
it's like, during the time of working in jail and having them man outside, it was techie, you see. But I always came with, bro, if you respect a man, you want to ask man to jeopardize his freedom in doing that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I've never been involved in drugs like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So,
guy.
so when it comes to
just put another one in there.
banking, bro, that's mad. I used to accidentally bring my phone into jail. I'm sweating, bro. Like I'm scrambling. So.
But you know you can get it in there.
Yeah. But then, but it's just, but then it's risky.
Like, you got it in it.
Bro, it's long. It's long, bro.
You should have let that off immediately. Yeah, that's a bag of sand. That's a 12 bills. That's a 12 bills. Imagine that. He's 40, he's got a 12 bills in it.
Bro, but it's you know what's mad, yeah? I've seen so many officers get bagged, yeah? And you know what? There was one officer, yeah? He worked on like E-lawyers. There was one officer that worked on like E-lawyers, yeah? And then obviously I've said, oh, like, where's my man? They said, Jeff, don't you know, man, send him out to like Dubai. Don't you know he's been padded to Africa? Oh my goodness, bro. And it's like the shame that came with it, bro. Because everyone's saying, okay, cool, when my man comes back, we're gonna apply pressure to him. So it's like every wing that he went on, man, they'll say like, listen, you're working for my man, but obviously we're patting you with this. But he's ended up doing that.
Yeah,
he's like,
mad for him.
Yeah,
it's just mad for him.
The chief.
Yeah,
like,
No, but it's long getting into that kind of situation, bro.
Do you know what it is? Jeff is a different type of guy. Jeff is a guy that has chosen a certain life and probably has had good guidance. No, I'm talking the truth. I'm gonna big you up, Jeff. Do you understand? Because nowadays we don't get a lot of guys like you come and speak and remain and be very confident within yourself. You're very confident within yourself.
Yeah.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? I like that. A lot of guys are gonna come here and tell stories. You're not telling stories, you're actually telling real things. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You're not exaggerating, do you understand? He's a good guy. He's not like you guys.
Don't judge us. Don't judge us. Do you know Dwayne from anywhere?
I'm not talking. Hey, this is sensible. This is Shakespeare. You guys.
Shakespeare about it, boy.
No, God forbid.
No, but yeah, don't Shakespeare off my bridge.
Oh yeah, sorry, but yeah.
Yeah, you're
no.
But yes.
Look,
he's not like it's good boy.
Look, okay, it's easy to look at anyone that's lawful, allegedly, and compare them with someone that's unlawful and say, go. But look how many corrupt officers, that's how the conversation started. It's not go, if you're just lawful, he's just been caught. That's safe.
I wouldn't want to catch a case with him.
No, but look, why? It depends what the case is. And it depends on what the case is. If we're getting attacked by 4 bouncers, why not?
But like...
Do you know what, Jeff, yeah?
That's still a case if you're getting attacked.
You seem like a cool... You seem like you're cool, innit, yeah? And to be honest with you, yeah, if man like bumped into you and I didn't know you was a screw, yeah, then, or you was a screw, yeah, then but even just knowing you're a screw is mad, or you was a screw is mad. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
but I'm gonna explain why as well, yeah. It's not even like just mainly from my experiences, yeah, but as you even said, yeah, like you've seen people being handcuffed and like you see me, you see if I'm like, and I'm a person where like I wear things with pride, innit? So you see if I'm making myself a part of something, yeah, I want that something to uphold what I uphold. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So to be something, even though you might not be doing that, but you can understand someone's perception
100%.
of you straight away, yeah, knowing that you're with them people that's doing that. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Like I said, you actually seem like a cool brother, because I don't even want to say that. I'm calling a screw. And blood, and again, tornado, we know what that is. I've dealt with them, man.
Experiences.
You know what I'm saying?
It 100% isn't it? Down to experience.
Yeah, but even if I didn't have experiences with screws, yeah, like my friends have had experiences with screws. Even if I never went jail, yeah, I would feel mad about deciding that this is what I'm going to do with my life now, just from what I've heard from my brethren. But it would be, obviously I could never be a screw anyway because I've been jail, but I could never.
Someone slipped through the van though. With there's been some officers that've been, unless if they don't do like their DBS in time, because sometimes it delays.
No, I would never.
You guys started back.
I would never. They would recognize me straight.
Circuit, doesn't it?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah,
they've had some.
I've got the Bates last name. No one's got it. It's just like, huh?
I think how people look at screws is down to their experience with them.
100%.
I.e., like
100%.
For the guys that's been getting noshed off by female screws, they're gonna look at screws completely different. Guys just bought a house because screws is bringing in stuff. They're gonna look at them completely different. If you've only been bent up by screws, I'm only gonna that. So I think that's what it is. Because when we don't have uniphobia. Anyone in a uniform is mad, innit? Like, whatever. But police, I've got someone who went to my school that ended up being a police officer, black man as well. And I think where us as black men, when we see another black man in any type of uniform, the judging starts happening. It all comes out. But we have to remember that, like, and they are, I think the early days of screwism, that black screws were being a bit coconutty to get in there. So now I'm looking at users like the Thames side screws and that you're not under that same government of that. It's a new, like a batch of users. Because every generation of stuff, you run the chance of knowing one of the people. So when I was going to jail, all the guys that was patterned,
they were proper geezers,
they were proper older than man, and the screws were them same ages. So somehow they knew each other, or you knew of my name, my badness, or whatever. So I was at the wrong age for that. They're not knowing my badness. It hasn't reached them levels there where screws are knowing. So now your age group now, you're due to be watching YouTube. So if Tion Wayne goes in there or someone that's named, you're breading because automatically this is someone to me. So those old school gangsters and that, these are the times when gangsters were respected. They did stuff for the community to be respected for, innit? So when they went jail, of course it was looking after them ones because you could be reached. Now, our age group, no one could be reached. These guys are from somewhere quay, like, but I think the getting a screw to do something, it's just about how much he can be reached. Once he's clocked, he can be reached. He can't, like, you know what I mean? It's now we're balancing respect or fear now, you know what I mean? So I just think that it's
But even during like my time in Thames, I met some like serious people. What's his name? Mark Lambie? Like,
Come on, unks.
Yeah, him. He, like, obviously, the triplets. I don't know if you know about.
I know triplets, man.
Bro, real smoke, bro. Brilliant ballers, bro. But they were
sick footballers.
Yeah, sick footballers. Like you see what I'm saying. So had like your Cole Robinsons in there, Bruce Harry. If you know, like Bruce Harry, and then you had like the 6'7" Peckham lot.
Was you just in the jail with them, or you had interactions? Like
I had interactions with all of them. They all love me. They all love me, like from like
going so mad though. Man went from Mark Lambie to the triplets.
I'm just listening to you.
I'm going, man, I free the triplets in that.
Yeah. He told me to pick them up still. Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel.
No, Rally.
Rally. Oh, I see.
Yeah, Rally. Yeah, no.
Free them up, man.
Yeah, 100%.
This should be out soon, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he's down next year.
Sure.
But I said I'll big him up on this again.
Otherwise, he's going to go mad on you, innit? And I'm going mad.
No, they love me off still, man. Yeah, no, I wasn't your typical screw. I can't lie to you, bro. Like, nah.
Did you find any decent screws?
Yeah, of course, definitely. Definitely, 100%. Especially in my times of solitary confinement.
Okay.
It was. How can I actually describe it? It was a weird moment. It was the ones that I least expected were the ones that, for me, had the levels of integrity. And the only way I can actually describe this is there was an officer once, and it was Ramadan, and she messed up. So there was lots of brothers that was going to go without food. So they jumped over the counter. I wasn't looking really for her well-being, but I was looking for the well-being of my brothers. So I intervened. After, like, her colleagues, they exit. So she was by herself. So she thanked me. She was like, oh, thank you very much. She was shaking. I said that, look, first and foremost is, we need food. And so at that time in Whitemore, there was a canteen where they opened up the door, they got us tuna and so forth. I spoke to the brothers and so forth, and everything was okay. Now, let's fast forward this some years after. She's SO, she's in the SEG. I got happy. I'm thinking, she's going to remember the favour I done in that sense. even though I'm surrounded by all these kind of hostility with these officers. So there was a lady, she always used to be quiet, but she was this is why I said that I like to deal with, I don't really like dealing with godless people. I like to deal with people that at least deal with God. We can debate, we can debate everything else after. But you know, just the concept of having God in her life.
100%.
So she said to me, she gave me a heads up, she said, don't eat the food today. That's what she said to me.
Wow.
She whispered this. She said, don't eat the food today. I said, okay, cool. Then the cleaner said, yeah, don't. I said, okay. So they're feeding me through my hatch. I can't come out. So I said, no, thank you. So she's come now. The same lady that I saved, the SO. She said, Patterson, don't you want a meal?
Oh my God.
She said, come on, it's nice. Like, come on, take it. They were spitting in the food and everything.
Wow.
So I'm saying, imagine this. This is the person that I actually saved. And now this is how she repays the favor by doing this when it's unnecessary. I'm not causing them any problems, any harm. So I said, yeah, sometimes I have encountered that. But for me, it's not about becoming emotional. Too many people are emotional. And you know, with us being black people, you have to understand the whole world's eyes is upon us. We know this, we stand out. There's nothing to be ashamed of this. Even though that what's our percentage in this country? 2.4 million black people in this country. So we're 4, but we stand out. But the thing that I always say to my brothers as well, irrespectively, whatever kind of issues that are going on, let's try to keep it in the house because everybody else keeps it indoors. We always try to disrespect each other.
Yeah.
We're never happy when one of us succeeds. Just like my brother here, he's doing his podcast. He's got his own way and his own method. But so many people's got so many things to say. That's okay. But we can have this. Have a private conversation with him. DM him.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be public. Why are we always shooting each other down? And the real enemies is when you're in prisons up north and they hate you. They used to sing Little Monkey and where's the banana? Where's the banana? That's when you really realize that who your real enemies are. So a lot of us are disillusioned. And even when you speak to the youth today as well, it's hard because I spoke to one youth and he's like, yeah, but unks, even if I put my hands and say, okay, a ceasefire, they're still going to continue. So I'm going to defend myself. And I said, by all means. But a lot of the youths as well, we've got a responsibility, especially my age. Remember, I'm 45. A lot of us have neglected the youths. And so this is why they're so confused. They don't know their history. So when you're explaining to them something about black awareness, about being proud, where we're from, look, there's Caribbeans that even deny the existence of coming from Africa. How ridiculous can you be? You can show them all the facts, but they will still try to deny that, like it's something filthy, because of why? The image that the Europeans have given you about Africa. So these are the things that we need to also understand. We need to start loving ourselves. So that's what I say to people. Before anything, start to love yourself. Once we start focusing on ourselves, that's what the Sheikh said when I was with the Sheikh. I felt this small when I was with the Sheikh, but I was happy being with him. He said, you know what the problem is? We're so focused on everybody else except for ourselves. You know, Dada said, Dada was a wife of a very respected Sahaba. And one day, she got told that somebody was saying something negative about her. And you know what she said? She said, what they say about me does not exist in me. But how many times have I been praised with something that is not attributed to me? So we take the rough and the smooth. Even if somebody criticizes you, why do I need to even to respond to him by saying that, yeah, what, you're just an idiot? Okay, fair enough. You feel that I'm an idiot. You feel that I'm not real. You feel that you're realer than me. Take that title. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Buy it in short.
You know, what means something to me is rebuilding our community, because every other culture looks down upon us. I've seen this. And it's sad and it breaks my heart. And this is what we need to do. We need to have a conversation with ourselves and say, what's really important? Because you see all these people that you're entertaining, when you're behind that door and that door closes, they will forget about you.
Yeah.
Trust me.
You're prehistoric.
Yeah. Seriously. I've had a family member say, who
Who are you? Trying to give them guidance until when the sword is upon their necks and then they remember, yeah, I got my big cousin here. Like, forget that. They've got no integrity, no honor. Keep your integrity.
Yeah, and I'll preach, man. I think that a lot of the things you said definitely like super on point. I feel like the difficulty or the problem is, yeah, with our community, yeah, black people, is that with the things that and I don't think it's an excuse here, but it's just how I understand it, innit? You know, when the decks are stacked up against us so much, yeah, it creates a crabs in a bucket mentality. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I spoke about it before, yeah, where I even clocked myself, bearing in mind me being super proud of being black, super proud of being African, super proud of being from Congo. I've been screaming it since the minute I've got here when it wasn't cool to scream it, and I still scream it because I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying to you? I don't even think it's something good that I'm doing or something major that I'm doing. I think that's how you're supposed to feel. That's how I've always felt from when I was there to the when I'm here and all of that, right? But even me, yeah, I try to teach myself stop doing this. Sometimes when I see black people with stuff, yeah, for some weird reason, I can see a black man driving a mad car or whatever, Ferrari or whatever, yeah, and I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Hater.
Do you get what I'm saying to you? I feel like I need to get to it. I feel like, bro, like my man's like, he's got that, and it's a form of motivation, yeah, but I might not feel like that if I see someone Asian or white in it. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
No,
yeah, and I
100%.
feel like if I see someone
though.
black in something that I want, yeah, and it's another thing that I taught myself to stop thinking, I feel like more times he got it himself. Do you get what I'm saying? When in my mind, like if I see somebody white or something, Asian with something, I assume it's like generational wealth or something.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I'm particularly in competition with that person. This is what was resonating in my mind because I had to actually sit down with myself and question myself.
Why am I preying people in whips?
Damn mad.
Use that as an example.
No,
It could be
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
innit?
No,
It could be
I
I'm saying to
understand.
you, but like I used to look at that because even around my brothers, if one of my brothers was like, I want to get it, it was friendly competition. It was never, I want my brother not to have it. I just want to have it as
that's
well.
jealousy,
Do you
yeah.
get what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah. So it's not that I'm hating. I'm not thinking why has he got the car? Like, no, I'm thinking shit. He got
Subconsciously.
it. I ain't able to get it. You know what I'm saying to you? And he used to
Subconsciously
drive me.
hating.
He used to drive me. Yeah. I don't even know what you said.
No, subconsciously. You know, like when you don't know that you're hating.
Okay, if you say so.
No, but I'm saying, you know them ones, because why are you even watching?
It used to drive me.
I see people driving their cars. I don't think nothing. I don't think, oh yeah, why? I don't even think where you got it from.
Like, he used to drive
but when
me
you're
to,
a kid,
no, but I got to
No, he's not
like
too
that.
wet when he's a
No,
kid.
but I got to that. No, but I got to that. Yeah, asking myself the questions. Yeah, of why I felt how I felt. But I'm telling you how it started. Innit? Friendly competition. I'm not hating. I just want to have what they have and get stuff that they don't have, so they want to get it. That's how we used to motivate each other. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Oh, you ain't got a
100%.
rollie, you got a rollie. I want a rollie. I ain't got a chain. You got a chain. That's how we used to motivate each other. But growing up again, like seeing other people sometimes doing things that I feel like
It's not hater. You know what it is? It's envious.
okay.
Oh my God. You know, it's not hating.
The point,
Maybe.
the point I'm making is,
Now,
yeah, I
you know, like, I'm particular with my words, innit?
Envy is a form of jealousy, right?
No, but I'm thinking,
It's motivation.
I don't think it's
Let me
hating.
word it a different way. Let me word it a different
Because
way.
he's not hating
It's
on them.
nighttime.
It's more like,
nighttime.
you want
I
it.
don't mean if I'm in some NF type.
That's
area
what
whatever,
envious
I mean,
means,
like,
innit?
if
You
it's
want it.
nighttime and I'm
When you see
looking
someone,
at the
oh my God, I'm mad.
Yeah. If a white person was looking at
No,
me
it's just
from
subconscious
afar,
madness.
Yeah. I'll look
That was-
and I'll probably go about my business. Yeah. I see an Asian person down the road, I'll look, probably go about my business. You see, when I see man them, yeah, I might look a bit longer. Do you get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, because of the lifestyle you come from, babe.
Like you might pass me, yeah. I might turn around once just to check that you're still. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, you know what I'm saying to you, yeah. And it's like, but like, why am I always looking at like the black person as an enemy straight away? We're not even knowing that person. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Yeah. And I don't think I'm the only person that sometimes has these thoughts subconsciously or unsubconsciously, but it's only the last few years that I actually started to G-check myself.
Consciously,
When I'm
fam.
going back, whatever.
Not subconsciously or consciously.
And all of that, a lot. I started to G-check myself on it, yeah? And the point why I'm making is I don't think I'm the only one. So I think that's what creates the crabs in the bucket mentality, and it makes it hard for us to unite. You know what I'm saying?
100%, because we've become silly as well. Look,
Social media as well, go on.
our brothers in Africa are calling us back. They're saying, come back to your motherland. Let's build. Why can't we be like other cultures as well? What did they do? I totally understand that, we live in England and so forth, but what did they do?
Pinky's always going back.
They have
Why is that?
businesses and so forth, and then they build mansions back home. They support their community and they home their communities. This country is not for us. That's just the truth. That's the reality of the situation. We need to we need to really spend time analyzing these things. When are we gonna realize as well that all what we associate with means nothing? Look, I'll give you an example. Look at some of the terminologies that we use when you refer to certain names. Yeah, real serious guys. What were they serious about? What, destroying their community? Is that what we're talking about? Is that how low? Where's our role models as well? Look who we look up to as role models as well. It's either in America, we look to the Americans, we look to the Caribbeans, we look to even certain personalities in Africa as well. But where's our role models in this country? Where's our Malcolm X's in this country? Where's our Martin Luther Kings in this country?
Mark Lambie.
No, you know what it is?
I think you could be that.
Hold on. No, do you know what it is?
What role model is it?
Respectfully, yeah. There's a reality that we're kind of going around, innit? And you said some stuff and you said some. There's a PTSD amongst the black people where, like, my parents, they're people they was looking up to were white people, the mods, Teddies, all these type of guys. I didn't see them in my, there was BMP. We've got PTSD from black people. You're saying that looking over your shoulder, but I bet if you look at 99% of your traumas,
That's what I just said, because they're your enemy.
No, it's not, no, because there's one where you're thinking someone's your enemy. You're not giving them that. You're just walking on the road. You're just looking at them longer, like you said, longer than you would.
No. I mean that because it's trauma is basically associated with like black other males.
Yeah, but we have to take accountability for that if you've only been, even if you was white, if you've only been attacked by black people, you've only been robbed by black people, you're gonna not like black people. Let's have that 100. Like, I mean, my mum could love Mother Africa. She's saying all of this stuff, but the black people in England, they're on taking my chain, not mine. But like, that's the victim mentality that most people have.
But it's not though, because you know what it is. We need to look. I gave you a statistic here. So in this country right now, there's 2.4 million black people.
Is that it?
Yes. There's 4% of us. Now let's break this down. So even your experiences, let's say that you've had some experiences with, opposition and so forth. Let's say that the most, 100. What's 100 compared to 2.4 million?
It's a small number, but if you live in the 100, it's everything.
So this is what I'm saying. We need to free our minds as well. We need to understand the reasons why we think the way that we think and why the way that we feel.
To past experiences.
We have all the information. Look what they done with rats as well. They were happily playing with each other. But as soon as they got electrocuted, what happened? They started to subdivide, and they started to attack each other. There was even rape amongst the rats. So these are the things. Now, the most interesting thing that I came across was something on, I think it was a TikTok, Moto, the scientist Moto, about water. Now, this is what he said. They done an experiment. So he divided two students. One group said horrible, nasty things to the water, like, we hate you, you're useless, you're no good. And the other half said, we love you, we care for you, we cherish you. Then he freezed it. Then what he saw was the ones that said they hated the water and everything and you're disgusting, so they saw massive disruptions within the water. So the cycle, they're looking at it. And the other water they freeze, they saw a lovely flow.
Energy and frequency.
That's correct. So what did he say? He said, the human body, what we make up, 70% we're made of is water. So imagine when somebody's saying something negative to you, what is actually happening internally to you and you don't even know it.
It's a lot, yeah.
These people know.
You know what's even worse? When you're saying something negative to yourself. Because that's 9 times out of 10, it's negative self-talk that leads to even being able to hear anybody else's negative.
How did you get that in the first place? Because let's break it down to you. Look, as what this young lady actually said as well, that when you're a parent as well, the most important thing is to provide for your child. So you're going out to work. Sometimes it might not be enough. You might have to have 2 jobs. So now your child goes to school. So your child is spending more time with the teachers than they are at home. Now think about all the rubbish that the teachers are actually teaching the children in the first place.
I was going to say that.
And all their isms and schisms.
From young.
So this child is growing up. That's why they say, remember, I'm working within that industry. There's a pipeline from education to prison. Why are our youths failing? But when our grandparents and parents came to this country, they put them in classes way above their years because they said the work was too easy. But now we seem to be at the bottom. So these are things that we need to ask ourselves. These are things that we need to question. But what we do is we sit here on platforms like this and rather talk about real issues, we clown around, and that's what we're known for.
That's mind games.
We're known
That's
for
mind games.
We're known for being clowns, entertaining people. And so
That's mind
what they
games.
put upon us. And then what do? We manifest into that.
But
So
on
there's
the
a time
flip
and
side
place
of
for
that, though, yeah. On the
He's
flip
trying it.
side
My
of
brother's
that,
trying it.
No, on the flip
brother's
side
trying
of that, though, yeah.
My brother's trying it.
Sometimes, yeah, it's
My brother's trying it. My brother's trying it. My brother's trying it. Yeah, I love you for the sake of Allah. I'm the clown. Chronik's the clown. Pinky's the clown. Gucci's the clown. Where the clowns? Where the platforms like this? I heard what I heard. Platforms like this. And this is me clowning.
yeah.
I will apologize if
No. But it's true. No, but it's true. It's true. It's true. I'm the clown.
Side of
The
that,
problem
yeah.
is certain credit.
You're going mad.
Black people love the clowny stuff. Our culture loves
No, but you know what it is? No, but 100%. Listen though,
They don't
if
care
you're
about
telling the
this.
truth, but truth
They
be
just
told.
want
No, but
madness.
listen though. Listen, let me land. Yeah, like he's telling the truth. Yeah, but guess what? See the clowning. That's when the views. Not even the clowning, cause you're going mad. But I'm saying just how we are. That's when, and when we do try and hit serious issues,
it's true.
the maddest thing is they don't watch it, and that's just the truth.
No, but do you know why? Because
And that's why we've got to do stuff like this where there is clowning, but in between the clowning, you
Serious
get to
stuff,
hear some serious stuff here and there.
It's true.
Because that's the only way they'll watch it.
I
Is
feel
if
like this is
Pinky
like
and
the-
Chronik's
this is like the
arguing,
first time
or Chronik
conversation
and
is serious.
or Chronik and Gucci's arguing, or that's when they.
Remember I said that on TikTok the other day. I said people are not going to certain demographic people are not going to be interested in us having a serious conversation that we're
Only
all
because it
having
goes
respect
against
for
the
each other.
narrative.
I'm just saying. For
That's the only
example,
reason why.
yeah, I'm just saying like for example.
I don't think so. It's just people, because it's up to the people to watch it.
True, everyone
So
has
do
their
you
own
get what I'm saying?
audience. That's so
it's
true.
You, like, why don't you not watch it? Do
Foolish
you get?
people than
Do
sensible
you know what I mean?
people.
Yeah,
So
it's that.
sensible. When you to have the sensible debates, yeah, it only involves sensible people. A foolish debate, even it could be someone's guilty pleasure. They're sensible, but this is their guilty pleasure. They'll watch it. So it involves everyone because it's free to be foolish. Most knowledge comes at a sacrifice of either learning or some type of trauma. So anyone who can't connect to that bit, but respectfully to Artem, there is a lot of people that's even reached out to me that get through them gaps and get the gems. They get through them gaps and get the therapy. I promise you, they're out there. And those people, and
People were misguiding as well. I saw what he was going so mad. I need to see Chronik.
No, but you know what
That's how I'm gonna be when I grow up.
But remember
He was going so mad.
But you have to remember the equals, yeah? No,
We're misguiding as well still.
No, but listen, like you said, yeah, it's about who you listen to or don't listen to. Because the equals of all that foolishness, of whatever you are saying, we're building wells and people are drinking water from them wells.
Alhamdulillah.
And we're getting the bismillah. So and that is a sunnah. That's what the things that you're supposed to do in life. The things that can continue after yourself. So say everyone praying anything you're praying, but whatever you're doing in life, what's the equals? What does it equal up to? Because Allah will be the judge of what was beneficial and what was good. What did you do with your time? And if you spent your time in comments, that's going to be something you're going to have to answer to. The equals led to corruption. It led to fitna. It led to the equals of everything what we're doing leads to bismillah. So safe. Safe. You think you can question wicked man processes?
No, but it's true. There's some people that's literally just in comments.
Sorry, can I just go back to when you spoke about teachers? And that's why I mentioned how important it is for anybody working with young people.
100%.
What you speak to them. I've been in a position myself where I was misbehaving and I was always told that I was not going to do nothing. I was just going to be a failure. Yeah.
Fulfilling prophecy. Okay.
And I had that quite a lot. And then it got to a point where I did say, you know whatever, okay, I'm gonna go on with badness in school.
You failed.
I never failed.
No, go on.
So I can never fail, babe.
No, I'm saying they prophesized.
Yeah, so for me, when I've had encounters with teachers regarding my son, because I've got a teenager, I'm very, I pay...
We got a nephew.
I pay a lot of attention to the words they speak and the information they feed my child. I've had to explain to a teacher the impact it has psychologically on a young person, telling them because of their skin color, they're more likely to get attacked with a knife. If somebody was telling you, if you was telling me now that you're gonna meet me and you've got a knife,
Make them right.
do you think I'm gonna walk empty-handed?
I'll make them right.
Yeah? They're making young children walk around with weapons because you're telling these kids, I've been teaching in this school for 10 years and you're going to be like so-and-so who passed away. What are you installing in them kids? You're installing fear. You can't function when you're installing in fear.
That's
you understand?
mad. Saying that's mad.
Huh?
No, saying that's mad. If it's... And you,
Do you understand what I'm
and you got
coming
to page them wickedly.
Yeah,
you think you get ever tell my son you're going to end up like so-and-so that passed away?
No, but
Yeah?
do you know what it is? I've had to...
That's mad. That's a...
Get reported back.
Yeah.
No. When I broke it down to the teacher, she understood, but the way she's been taught and the way where she's come from, she's looking at black young boys as disadvantaged. And not every young person is disadvantaged child just because they live in a disadvantaged area.
The disadvantage as soon as we're born.
Like, I don't know about you. I don't claim that.
Straight away. No, but it is a disadvantage.
Look, let's be honest. We're people that are strong.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, saying that it's a disadvantage in this country, but go on, straight.
Look what we go through in life as well. But the thing that I always say to people as well, you know, sometimes they have this kind of argument, but what about your culture? What about this and that? But I say this, and I say this through empirical evidence, going back how I observed. When I was younger, tell me if I'm wrong, I've never seen this in my life. When I was younger and I was a kid, I was like 9 or 8. We used to go we used to walk past a pub, and there used to be white guys all sitting there drinking. They're the age of 40, late 30s. And what did they used to do?
Black cunt.
Make the monkey, monkey trance. They would swear. And then as soon as you retaliate as a kid,
you're aggressive.
They will do the chase. They want to grab you.
Yeah, they were adults.
You're skinheads.
They want to beat you up. Now, this is a sickness within their community, because I've never seen a group of black guys that may be at a bar sitting down, seeing a group of young white kids walking past and throw abuse.
Make chance.
Because they
got our faults in it.
Because they happen to be Caucasians. But what we need to do as well, we need to ask ourselves as well, what do we want out of life? Because, you know, it's all good speaking to the youths as well, telling them not to do something, but have you given them a alternative? What's their alternative? If you're broke, if you don't have nothing to offer these youths, how are they going to listen to you? Because one thing that they understand as well, we are a product of our environment. So they go by power and domination. That's what the governments do. So, for example, if you've got no money, but you're trying to explain to them to stay off the streets, they're going to say, okay, I want to stop with the gangs. Are you going to relocate them? Are you going to rehouse them? No, you're not. Now, power as well. The reality of the situation is people respect strength.
But what kind of option are you going to give them if you're telling them stop killing each other? Stop killing each other, or what? Just stop killing each other, innit? Like, I haven't got some secret island for you to go and live in. Just stop killing each other. Like, that's all right if you're saying stop shooting drugs, then I could provide you with another mean for. But if I'm telling you stop killing each other,
so here's what we do.
Deal with that bit?
So, brother, look, first and foremost is we all have our methods of articulating things, and we articulate them through our own experiences. But as I'm speaking to another Muslim, me and you are Muslims. What are we told about the man that killed 99 and eventually killed 100 people?
Yeah.
What was the advice that he was given?
Yeah, it was to go
to make Hijra.
Yeah.
To move. So what should we be doing to provide some kind of access to the youths as well, that we can move them from whatever area that they doing or whatever things that they doing that is haram to us, and we can put them safe haven and we can protect them.
They're killing in the hundreds and it's getting to thousands now. The moving's mad because there's a lot of them and they're like, this thing breeds, isn't it?
But we also,
yes,
of course, but we also open the minds and hearts because look, let's go back. And do you know how I know it's possible? Look at it in a prison environment. You have the creme de la creme sometimes. You have very tough guys that have a considerable amount of manpower and have money. But have you noticed something? How they've humbled themselves in prison with certain groups of individuals? Because why? And again, that's what I said. Let's go back to the beginning. People respect power. So once they know that, like, remember before these old villains, I can get you disappeared. Now they're being humble. No, I don't want no trouble.
Because they can't get you
because they know.
Of course. That's why.
And it's not bragging or boasting, but it's that sometimes, unfortunately, is what Malcolm X said, that sometimes you have to speak the language of the people until they kind of understand. And then once they're humble, what does Islam teach us as well? We don't do zulm. We don't do... zulm means oppression. We don't oppress.
Zulm.
Yes, zulm.
Okay.
So once they become humble again, then we embrace them. But if you want to cause a disruption within our community and you want to corrupt our kids and you want to harm us, we're going to put a stop to this. But it's about unity and solidarity. It's about us understanding ourselves as well. Because a lot of the time it's the blind leading the blind.
Amen.
And this is where the problem is.
Amen.
You see, on one hand, we're confusing the kids. On one hand, we're saying that not to do this, but then you're seeing some guys that are old enough to understand certain things posting. It nearly slipped out my mouth, but posting certain things.
Yeah,
God, I couldn't help it. So
posting a lot of images about how much money they have and so forth, encouraging the youths to try to strive to that, not understanding as well that it's dirty money, it's all bad. So this is why we have to move forward, and that's it as a community. I'm all about community
judging.
cohesion.
Once again, like I see a lot of judgment, like amongst criminals, amongst Muslims, amongst the people are judging what's more haram than something else, or amongst criminals, what's more of a criminal 100%. Activity than 100%. What's moral and what's not, when both of them are a crime, innit? Yeah. So until you just fully remove something,
I say, what's the key component though, my brother? It's about us focusing upon ourselves. We focus so much upon others. Look, sometimes as well, allow me to explain something to you. We all know that we're confronted with hardship. We know this. But then God sometimes provides us a way through those hardships. He may not remove it all the time. And I'll give you an example. Look at the story of Moses. You don't say Moses, we say Musa.
Musa.
And the parting of the sea.
Yeah.
Allah didn't remove the sea, but he just parted it for him. If you call him Abraham. We say Ibrahim. So we look about when he was thrown into the fire. What did God do? He didn't remove the fire, but he cooled the fire for him. So when we go to, you call him Job, we say Ayub. And he had all the ailments and everybody neglected him. Allah didn't just cure him like that, but he gave him water where that he replenished himself and then his ailments was gone. So what does this show us? It shows us that sometimes we can be in that hardship, but within that hardship, he provides a way through that hardship. So always remember that. We're special. Every single human being is special.
MashaAllah.
Dwayne, Yusuf, one thing I did want to thingy, has all that been sorted out? Remember the message you sent me with the brothers?
No,
and
he
was very passionate about that. I just want to.
So yeah, there's two things I wanna discuss about this. So some people might be unaware. So there was an incident that happened in, can I mention the prison?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah? Okay. Sorry, I don't want to get in that.
But I don't care. So it's up to you.
If you're under probation, don't.
Okay, so there was an incident, Yeah, thank you. That was wisdom, because they will say, sorry viewers, they will say that I'm inciting.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there was an incident that happened at a particular prison. And the person that they allege said that committed this incident, he is in for a terror-related incident. So obviously the officers are very passionate about this. Fair enough. We don't know what happened. But for me, what's alarming is what came next. So in retaliation of this one individual, 3 other Muslims were visited in their cells and they were kicked in the head. They were beaten up very badly. To one has lost memorization of the Quran.
So wait,
Now-
wait, sorry to cut you, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
What
problem.
I'm saying is, so did the main guy get moved to plus some other guys, or did they leave him and just move to the other guys?
Yeah, so please allow me to articulate. So he had an incident. So this particular individual had an incident with a group of officers. The officers got injured.
Okay.
They dealt with the matter at hand. So they dealt with him, they've moved him. But in response to that, because they were still so very upset,
I'm with you.
they then went into some of the brothers' cells that have similar charges, I'm led to believe, and started to attack them.
Oh, in the same jail.
Yeah, in the
Okay,
same
I
prison.
understand.
But now the argument is a lot of so-called professional people are saying that, well, they're all scumbags, but first and foremost ain't we governed by a system of law and order? Are we now vigilantes? Where's a free fall? Do you have carte blanche? That means the freedom to do anything. Now, that's not only the alarming thing. Now, what they've done is they've actually spreaded this. So ordinary brothers that are just practicing their faith. So you could say ordinary in the sense of they are not in for terror-related incidences, even though it's still atrocious of what happened to those guys. They are also being attacked. So what's their justification now? They are being placed into what they now call separation units. So they've got a new thing now for what they consider to be extremist prisoners. So this is what actually happening. And they're not releasing them. So let's go back. We have Marcus Johnson. Some people call him as Chaos.
Free up K, right?
Yeah, he's in the system. And what's actually happened to him? I like to thank RTM, you guys as well, that featured some things about Abdul Rahim. But unfortunately, they intensified their attacks against him. So what they done whilst he was in isolation, they had a well-known racist guy. They called him Bear. He's supposed to be the king of the racists.
Yeah.
And so what they done is they happened to, by coincidence, just left his door open whilst Abdul Rahim was coming out. So obviously there's going to be a clash. But alhamdulillah, the brother is very strong.
Yeah.
And he was able to protect himself. And so these are the tactics that they're
The
using.
guy attacked him, yeah?
Yeah.
Of course he did.
So the guy attacked him, but unfortunate for him that he was, alhamdulillah, the brother can really defend himself. And you know as well as I do that they will still nick both of you but they couldn't because they understood the so-called mistake that they've made. When we know in reality, they were trying to set the brother up. So these are the things that are actually happening. The brother's under a lot of pressure. Some of the brothers are cracking. When we say cracking, are developing, you could say PTSD, or what we say is post-incarceration syndrome, which has PTSD and other ailments involved in that psychologically.
To people in jail, yeah.
So yeah, these things are actually happening and we need to have more awareness of this because we're sitting here comfortable today, but it could happen to us.
Time.
And I think we need to have more awareness of this. And we really need to sit down and have that kind of discussion.
Sorry, bro. Just obviously, I super understand why she didn't want you to mention the prison, even though I'm definitely going to ask you when we're off this year because I need to know that. But can you say whether it's? I'm guessing it's just a dispersal.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah. Well, I'm just
So she's correct though, because you know what?
No, that's what I said. Yeah, she is.
Sometimes, somebody always told me as well, they said that knowledge without wisdom is a recipe for disaster. So sometimes we have to be smart. It's not about because you're scared.
No,
but it's if
I
we're
would have
not
said
around,
the
Talk like a poet sometimes.
if we're not
Wisdom, man.
if we're not around to champion people, then who else is going to? Because right now, and I'll say to the brothers as well, when you ask your families to reach out to us and we take your case, there's no going backwards now. We're going forward, because you have to also understand, brothers, as well, that we're risking everything here as well. There's been many doors being closed because we're championing you lot. So this is a thing as well. As much as I understand that some of you brothers are feeling the heat, but remember, I've been in your position before. But the only difference is that when I was in your position, there was nobody to champion us. Now that we have a few people to champion. So please bear in mind, if you're going to mention something, we're going to go through with it. And that's just the reality.
I think what shocks me the most is the bird that you've done and you've still got your sanity.
That's what you need, boy.
That's
The
what-
engine.
I'm not sure if he's still got his sanity, but he's still here with us
But
because
do you- can
we're
I-
both we're all
Can I ask you a
mental.
question?
I'm going.
Please.
How long did you do again? 22 or 27?
Yeah, so I done 22, but where
You're forgetting the 5. Yeah,
so the 27. So allow me to explain. So at the age of 13, I was incarcerated for 5 years.
13?
yeah.
Okay.
I was
Bad
then
people.
released for 2 years.
Okay.
And then I committed a double shooting. And then I was incarcerated for another 22 years.
I wanted to ask you.
But the individuals never passed away. But because the severity of the shooting and what they said that I had a lot of influence where I was from.
Where you
So
from?
obviously, I'm actually from Wandsworth Road.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
near Stock.
Bad people is still.
Yeah, I know Stockwell. I used to go there.
Road, yeah.
Patmore.
Yeah, I'm from the Patmore estate.
The great Patmore. Big up Lou.
So yeah, no, definitely, 100%.
But yeah, no, because you know what it is? I'm going to wrap this up in a sec. It's just what we
I wanted to ask him a question quickly.
Go on, no, you can ask him. You know what it is? I'm on to Ben, innit? Why for that?
Oh.
I'm saying I told him I want to take away the African platter.
Wait, so how, your mental health, obviously anyone that's been in custody, even a bloody police station, you'll have some kind of trauma. Are you finding it, how are you finding it coming back into the community? Because your mindset has completely changed. And obviously I'm sure you see some people that are just the same and you're not really on that. So how would you keep yourself so assertive and in the path that you're at?
I think it's the company that you keep, because our beloved Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that you are the company you keep.
Okay.
So it's, and not only that as well, we kind of grow as human beings as well. Perspective change. I bore a lot of people that are on what they say. What's this?
No, but you know what it is? Because you got some people, like she's right, because you got some people, yeah, they done Big Bird or whatever, yeah. They come out and they're being comedians on the internet. They're going mad. They was on the cucumbers. We all know they was on the cucumbers. But I'm not even saying you're even going mad. You get what I'm saying? I'm not shedding light on anyone's name.
No time.
But I'm just saying,
and time.
there's people, everyone's different, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he needs to be praised for how he's able to.
look,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Not everyone can just, you know what I mean, Land Road, and they just, do you know what I mean?
Because I'm
Some
not gonna
people.
lie, I was in custody for 7.5 months, yeah. And when I came out, when I finally got released, I used to have nightmares that they're gonna come and get me, put me back in prison. I went there for like 6 months. It's not even funny. That's how traumatized I am.
Brother.
I understand.
It's actually not funny, Pinky.
I
It's
He's
understand.
just there to laugh today.
Do you know what it is as well? You see, when you've lived a life of evilness and then eventually you find peace,
I get
it's a
it.
beautiful thing.
Okay.
And when you turn your life to God, I'm going to be honest with you. The times when I was having nightmares is when I was operating in different degrees of dysfunctional behavior. See, there will be people that will be praising you and there will be people that will hating you. But in reality, me internally, I was in turmoil because of all the evil stuff. It takes its toll on anybody when you engage in certain things. So there's nothing to glorify, first and foremost. I've met many people on my journey. I've encountered many individuals who they say is the creme de la creme. And deep down, behind closed doors, they regret every decision they made.
100%, I agree.
And one thing that I've said in life as well, it's not about who's right, who's wrong, who's bad, who's not. If you feel that you're better than me, fair enough, I'll give you that title. I don't care, I don't need that. Because I know what it took for 22 years and 7 years of that in solitary confinement. But let me pose a question. If you were told that you was going to meet your Lord tomorrow, would you have that same mindset? Would you be really bothered about what anyone else has got to say about you? Or would you only be concerned with where you're going?
I'll
And
be
that's it.
concerned, I'm going and my kids. That's it.
100%. Look, I'll say to individuals, well, there's people probably sitting that, sitting amongst their keyboards, ready to type and so forth. I hate him and so forth. If I've ever wronged anyone, then please forgive me. If you don't, then we'll settle this on the day of Qiyamah. But other than that, I'm going to live my life. I do not fear the blame of the blamers. Who are you? The only person that can reward and punish me is God. So this is it. Keep your integrity.
You move different when you have God, boy.
The understanding that, like, as Muslims, we believe, like, everyone's where they're supposed to be. Like, and Allah, when he wants when he favors you, he will test you more. Like, the more the test you pass, right? So, from that standpoint there, and as I said earlier, everything you are comes to an equals. Yeah, it comes to an equals. And even worse on the day when you meet your Lord, that equals is mad. So when I look at the brother now, and I have a few family members that have done a long time in jail. Like, you know what I mean? One of them is how they think you should be. Yeah, and the other is the same. So, like, you can be in the same place and it's your perception of that thing, innit? One person strings up, one person weighed a million. It was in exactly the same, so or next door to each other, innit? And Bino's like some of the experiences that I hear that you've gone through, they don't sound like good experiences to us now because we don't have the knowledge of tomorrow. You understand? So, like, the equals of, because I've heard, even to myself, I think that this guy's a decent guy. Like, he articulates himself well. You seem to be, but this is all. Do you understand that if you didn't go and do that 27, yes, alhamdulillah, you still would have had a good life, but you wouldn't be the you that you are today. And the you that you are today is the you that you need to be.
100%.
And furthermore.
Allow me to reply to your question as well. If I didn't practice my faith, if I didn't embrace Islam, I would not be. Of course not. Do you think think about it. If I thought that this was it, I would indulge in everything. I'd be an absolute monster. But I understand that there's more to life than this. So once you understand these kind of concepts, and especially, it'll be very intriguing. I know they never do it. When somebody's on their last breath, the things that they say, it's not what you would think. It's not like the movies where they say, yeah, okay, freedom, and you pass away and so forth. There's lots of regrets, there's sadness, there's fear, there's worry.
Yeah, the soul's being ripped like cotton through barbed wire, that's why.
Alhamdulillah. So what? I could die tomorrow. What's that going to mean? Let's leave a legacy, because I've had enough of going to certain places. I was near like Oxford and so forth, and these brats, they've had everything in life and they look down upon us like if we're rubbish.
That's a takeaway.
We are important. We just need to learn how to love ourselves. And I say this to anyone. There's lots of people that's on this social media that's talking about collaboration and peace and this and that. I'm all for that. But are you really for that? Mm-hmm. Let's love each other. Well, this is it. I'm all on the base.
This question, what he's saying is the reason why he kept his sanity. Was able to get through the 22 years and 6
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
His faith and
that's it.
guided him through. But I think you're just a resilient ass guy as well. You're just resilient though. That is, you know what I'm saying? You're just resilient, because obviously I can't tell you your life here, but I don't think that if you might have come out on a different tip by the time you come out, if you did get out, why for that? Yeah. But I think you would have got, bruv. You would have got through that, bruv. I just think you would have cut through still. Yeah, because there's a lot of people that have done those birds and cut through.
But the equals, that it's everyone's gonna get through it, right? Unless you strung up or whatever. But the equal, no, not you. No. But what I'm trying to say is, like, it's down to your perception, innit, of something. Because two people can read the same book. One goes and blows himself up. One's just helping people, giving salams. It's the same book. So it's down to, when I'm saying like, alhamdulillah, it's for your perception. Because yes, our instruction is to read, but it's also to ponder. You know what I mean? So you understand and imply. You know what I mean? Because everyone can know to copy and paste or repeat it, but to actually imply it means you pondered on it, agreed, and put it over everything.
So you made effort. Like, you have to be making effort. Like, everybody has this attitude of, people should do this, people should do that. Like what you said, very important. What are you doing for yourself as an individual if you stop worrying about what people should do for you and use that time to focus on yourself, what can you achieve?
100%. Well, look, at times, none of us are perfect. We get angry at times. But this is a gentleman. He went into an occupation that some people frown upon. But at the same time as well, we can't have it both ways. We complain when there's not enough of us. And then when there is, we still condemn them.
It's true though.
It's crazy. And not only that as well, but this is a man as well, you would observe him and you may even think that, yeah, I can walk over him. But as what he said, he's done close protection. I know he's a tough guy. He can protect himself. He's confident within himself.
Exactly.
And that's it. As long as you,
confident. That's what I said.
As long as you feel good within yourself, who cares? We don't fear the blame of the blamers. Because if he was to die tomorrow, what do you think? Most people are not going to be attending his funeral. Only the ones that really loved him and cherished him and cared about him. So why is he going to care about some random person that's probably right at this particular moment in time hasn't really found that peace within themselves?
Yusuf, do you know what you saying that? I've been like really sitting down and that's what has really been going through my mind. Like, do you know what? I'm getting to a certain age, yeah? And if I'm not careful with listening to people's words, because all right, I'm a female, I'm 36, going to be 37
We know
this
you're
year.
female.
I'm supposed to be married, etc. But for example, I'm not.
Supposed to be.
And I stand on what I believe in when it comes to marriage, and when it's due time, it happens, etc. What I think people need to be very careful of is making long life decisions based on the pressure because of age. I feel like that's where people are making like crazy decisions that they ended up being messed up because somebody's come to you and said to you, Pinky, because you're 36, you're mad, you ain't got no kids. Like,
He ain't got use.
No.
How old are you?
37 this year.
Mad. That's what I'm saying. He's like, you're not
but
even
it's not
clocking. I
mad.
said, like, no, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
I haven't
Pinky's
got
cool.
I haven't got children.
Bro, you done 20, mad as well, but I'm saying, trust me, but I'm saying you've done a 22 years, 27 years.
yeah, but what about if he's still looking, or he doesn't feel like he's ready? You know, people feel like because you have
Not
a lot
feeling
of
like
things
you're ready at 37 is mad.
No, but why?
When are you ever going to be ready?
No, but
then?
you can't say that. This is the
You're never going to be ready. If
but
you're thinking at 37, you're
no,
not
but
ready.
you can't say. But
Of course I can say
That's
that.
the thing. You can't say
I'm
that.
saying it.
No, but you can't say that. Do you
If
know
you're
why?
37,
If you feel you're gonna feel ready when you're a millionaire, because most people become millionaires.
No,
when
not gonna be.
but do you know what?
most
it
people
is?
become millionaire in their 40s.
Yeah,
What about if you
but when are you going to become a millionaire?
I don't know.
So then how can you tell her to wait till then? If there's that's how long the piece of string.
To do anything, I'm telling you, that's when.
But you said, what if you're gonna do that till you become a millionaire? So the first question is, if you was,
anybody to wait.
I'm not saying that you wanting to say that, but I'm saying if you say, what if the person's waiting to become a millionaire, then the person who's waiting to get married needs to know when is that gonna be then?
Okay, I get what you say. Yeah, but it could be loads of things, isn't it? I'm saying that it could be like.
It could be never.
But I don't think it's just. I don't think it's just finance. It's not just finance.
So somebody can be waiting for whatever. I just used an example.
Yeah. I just think he's not misunderstand what marriage is, and because the only thing that's promised to you is death, the hope that you're supposed to get married because it's one half of your iman and it's gonna stop. If I ever believe, no, 1 second. I was just gonna let me finish, and I would have elaborated on that. It's marriage is not just in Islam. It's so religious. I'm gonna say there's
culture.
two people get not even culture. Religion is not a culture. It's so you're either doing it because you believe in God and He's making a union between you and this person, and you don't want to have unlawful sex and whatnot. Those are the reasons that most people get married.
All right, can I say something?
In a religion, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
1 second. So on those grounds there's like, if you're doing it religiously, you wait until you're bare old, not knowing that you could die tomorrow is not good enough. And if you're doing it for love and attraction, people change. So the longer you wait, the uglier you're getting.
No, what you're saying. Let me.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Let me
What are you waiting for?
debate with you. Yeah. For me, for example, you gave your value reasons of marriage, but my value reason of marriage could be completely different. Because, for example, because I'm Congolese, if I was to get married today in a church, that's not valid. I'm not married. It has to be done like traditionally.
Okay.
The man has to honor me from my parents.
Okay.
That's when we are married. That's the way we take marriage. as African people.
However you get married, as long as the equals is your marriage.
Do you understand? Do you understand? But when you're saying if you're waiting too long, what about those people who, for example, have married maybe 2 times and they're just rushing, they're making the same mistake? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Mistake repeated is a choice.
Okay.
So
I've made a mistake.
Huh?
My marriage.
Pardon?
I've had a divorce.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so what's
you've had a
that got to do with? Yeah, what's that got to do with?
But you know,
the fact of
like
getting married?
the next time you got married, did you think it through? Did you was you wiser, or would you say you was the same?
No, then I had a second divorce.
How many times have you been married?
This is my 3rd one.
You still got
Bad
married
people.
a 3rd time.
But-
So
Wow.
no, but narrative now.
No, but that's just letting you know how religious a man is, though.
That's what you value. I respect that.
No, but that's letting you know how religious a man is.
Yeah, he's not been playing games with you.
He's not having sex
Like I told
under,
you last
like, you know,
time.
I know what I
Obviously,
mean.
he's not having sex anyways.
No,
When
and in jail, but I know what I mean. Like, he's not
It's your success of
having
your
a
failure. That's what it comes down to, because that's
But see that,
No,
see
I
that
like
man
that.
like Modine. You know,
I like
Modine
that.
actually goes and gets married just to have a star full of, but he's a maniac.
who's Modine?
That,
But I will say
don't
this
forget
as well. You know, sometimes as well, I've had this conversation
that
as well,
who was talking about.
and people say that it's your 3rd marriage. But when I break it down to them, but I say this to them: if I said to you that, yeah, you know, I've been out with, let's say, Tanisha, Vanessa, Sabrina, who else?
yeah, you don't care.
Kim,
Camden.
you know, all these list of women, and I said, yeah, this didn't work. No one will batter an eyelid
You're right.
because they'll just say that, yeah.
You just-
But look, I'm trying to honor these women
I
Alhamdulillah.
respect you so much.
Now you respect it.
because
No. I respect
What am I-
him because of his values.
Because what I'm actually saying is that we've all done it. Like sometimes as well, it's wrong. You try to, you know, people call it test driving. You go, you know, like a showroom, and you go around, and it's not to my fancy, and that's it.
Yeah.
But it's dishonorable.
I definitely need to test
You dishonor yourself, and you dishonor the family. And the reasons why I get married, because it gives you stability as well, as what the brother said as well, in faith wise. And what I found was, when I initially came out and there was so much kind of pressure, and especially with the national security, and they banned me from the mosque for over a year.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, a year and a half. I couldn't even go into a mosque. I started to lose my own identity as a Muslim.
Oh wow.
That's part
And
of
you
my
start
identity,
to
but
nearly
on Friday.
engage in things that you're not supposed to. But then there was one brother, alhamdulillah. There's many brothers, but one in particular from Grove. They call him Biggs. And he pulled me back, but he said it in such a gentle and soft way. Not really reprimanding me, but doing it in a way that I also understood. And then I actually started to value, and I knew what I was upon. Does that make sense? Because it was very difficult and challenging times. So we've all gone through our trials and tribulations. But it's what you said, it's what we learn from those trials and tribulations. And for me, yeah, the first one was she supported me. So I'm not going to shy away. My first wife, she was with me through some parts of my sentence. When we came out, things never really worked.
Oh, so she waited for you for that long?
She waited for me at the ending of my sentence.
And the ending, okay.
Ended, but she still waited.
Yeah.
So I give her respect.
Yeah.
I was with her for about 8 years.
Okay.
Like, waited before you got your jam roll and that.
Yeah, that's correct.
You know what I'm saying? So she don't know when you, yeah.
There for many years. And it never worked. And we both decided to go our separate ways. The second, I've known her since I was 12. So it made sense. She was Muslim already. And I was thinking, okay, rather than fornicate, let's just get married.
Wow.
But then it was wrong.
So you're too quick.
Both of us. She had her opinions. I had mine. She may contest this. She thought I was boring. And she still wanted certain lives.
Mad.
And I'm not really. And so we separated. And then there was a period of time being by myself. But sometimes being by yourself, you make mistakes. And then I met, my wonderful wife now.
Alhamdulillah.
We were seeing each other for a period of time. Then we've got married. And she's the person that brings peace in my life.
Nice.
See, when you find the right person will bring peace in your life, not disorder. And that's how I feel.
Do you
with this
believe?
particular
I love your
system.
attitude
Do
to
you
life.
believe that within them first two that didn't work, brought in the third, we brought the appreciation of now this is a piece.
Of course,
That you wouldn't have found. You see, what I mean, why I'm saying that is for you, is because sometimes in life, we want what's not good for us, and we don't want what is good for us, but only the person who can see what's really good for you. That when something's taken away from you, it's mad. If you want that thing, innit? But you see, when you get the thing that was replaced for that you were supposed to be, only then will you understand why that had to go for you to be that, and you know what I mean?
And you know what I always say as well, it was weird as well. I had one of those weird moments where there was a moment where that I hit a low. When I say hit a low, sometimes when we do things we're not supposed to be doing. And I remember a person turning around and saying, I thought you're supposed to be a Muslim. That's a game changer. And I thought, you're right, you know, what am I doing? What am I really doing with my life? Because sometimes we think that the grass is greener on the other side until we get there. Then we realize that it's not. So it's about appreciating. And
greener where you water it.
Yeah, like, of course. Just, you know, just trying to love life. And now just simplistic things. Going for walks. We talk, we understand each other. It's nice, you know.
You've met your match. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Don't get me wrong. If you like to do those things, and I think it's very important when you're with somebody and you have similar interests, because when you take away a lot of things, especially the physical side of a relationship, there's nothing there with a lot of people. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So it's good you're with somebody that you're compatible with.
No, definitely. God willing.
Yeah, it's just good to hear, you know, that, because
Why ain't you had no use? Why don't?
I'll tell you briefly. I went through a horrifying situation. I'll give you a little scope of my life. My life is a bit mad. I can't even lie.
Totally.
So I lost my virginity at 28.
Mad.
I told you, such a good boy.
Even saying that is mad.
Yeah.
You need to start lying. No, it's too late to lie now. No, it's too late. Too late. Too late. That's why he's a screw. That's why he turned into a screw. That's what, maniac, mental.
You said that.
Wait, mental. Wait.
I swear down. Wait. So I lost my virginity at 28.
Sis drank the rest of the drink.
2000.
Everything.
You see when you abstain, yeah?
28,
or see
man.
when you
Do you go to church? Sorry.
No, I don't know. I don't believe in that. But like, I prayed like obviously.
Kafir.
But yeah, obviously, like,
Kafir.
the clarity that I had, the peace that I had, like I had no problems. Like you see,
Was you not getting girls when you was young?
I was getting girls.
But you just decided not to have sex with them.
Yeah. Because I always had hope. I had hope. Yeah.
Borderline.
I'll get thing.
That's borderline.
That I'll get married.
Always
had hope.
Okay.
You know, I had that hope. And I always like tried to go down like the biblical.
rescued it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But then obviously coming 28,
Vibes gonna call you Chichi, man.
wrapped up a
Why
mad.
gone left?
Obviously I've lost my virginity now.
Okay,
How was the girl?
Allegedly.
Dream went left. Yeah.
She was
Was she a virgin?
no, she was.
How old is the girl?
wasn't a
She was.
virgin.
Wait. He's done something wrong here. He's done something wrong here. How old was the girl? Do you see that shuffle with it?
She was about.
You saw that shuffle with it? How old was the girl?
No, because you know because you
Bro,
took
stop
virginity
that.
older, you might have broken it.
He's done a mad
older
with
woman.
You got
Do you understand?
Gooch is right. Gooch is right.
26, 27.
Oh.
We knew. We
26,
saw that shuffle. She was.
But she was, no, she was on like.
You're supposed to know how old she was.
In terms of like,
Broke your virginity.
like a
You remember that day
stripper.
forever. You know how
She was
old
like a
she was
stripper.
straight away.
She was on badness, innit?
Oh, did you fall for her?
Huh?
Did you fall for her? Be honest.
You know what's mad? Yeah,
Wait. This is madness.
Hold on, let me. Obviously, I've taken her to church.
Because we want to know.
I've taken her to church, and then after that's when
You tried to turn it over.
it's gone left with me. Like you see what I'm saying?
Fam.
So obviously I've done over the years. I'm doing my thing, innit? But I can see that I'm like really defiling myself. I went through a pregnancy situation.
28 is mind game.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
No, I swear. I'm just thinking how much mind games 28.
So obviously, like this girl, she pretends to be pregnant, innit?
I would have my youth, but
And
I know you were
throughout the
sweating.
9 months, she's using her sister's daughter to koalas, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I went through hell, bro. I went through madness.
Wait.
Did she take any money from you?
How's she using her sister's daughter?
Huh?
Was she
Crazy,
pregnant?
man.
Daughter? But how?
She took money from you.
Yeah, so
You said
yeah,
the
I did
money.
like
oh, she had a jacket.
like an idiot.
Oh, you was looking after a jacket, basically.
It was after the.
No. So
She
obviously during the
lied.
fight- Yeah.
She wasn't even pregnant.
She wasn't
Okay.
even pregnant.
No, but I want-
but she looked pregnant though. Where she used to do like
Oh,
the
for the
laughing
so
gas,
she just for 9
she used to
million.
bloat her, innit?
Oh,
Do laughing gas.
Oh God, she
Yeah,
did.
she used to,
laughing gas
bro. Suffolk,
Balloons,
bro.
balloons.
Sure, she went just
Yeah. So you know what's
What
mad?
country was she from?
Palestine and Lebanon. Lebanon and Palestine. One of them Mayfair looking girls finished me, bro.
How did it affect you? Did you buy bare?
No, you
baby
finish
clothes?
yourself.
Obviously, because
When you told yourself to keep your virginity till 28, you finished yourself.
No, but one
I know I'm going mad, but
how much did it really affect you? Just say,
But this is the clown. This is the clown stuff. What gets the views,
she's
fam?
pregnant. What did you have to do? Buy buggies and that?
yeah, but obviously I was just sending her the money in it, and she said, "I'm buying this, I'm buying that, whatever."
She
And obviously all of her friends were in on it as well. You see what I'm saying?
Of course they were.
You was a boops.
Yeah, she booked it.
You was a boops, innit?
How are you?
Yeah.
Was she asking for the money for being pregnant?
No, but that is
No, you got boops. You got finesse.
Yeah, but
You
how?
got heist.
with 9 months, not see like
What I'm trying to say is, yeah,
it's going mad.
in the 9-month pregnancy, yeah, what could she answer
Do you know what it is?
for?
What do you mean? Because she
No,
can't
come on, man. Like-
When somebody's pregnant, they need to be taken care of.
What's happened?
What do you mean how? Okay, cool. When you're pregnant, you have cravings, yeah? What do you mean?
Go on. Tell me about the craving.
No, you have cravings, for example, and it's the little things. It's not.
what is she
It's
craving?
not about spending so much
You need
money.
to, you need to buy this. You need to buy that.
Yeah, if I want fruits, if I want mango, well, you're not gonna do that.
Like even the cart cradle.
I think I'm gonna buy mangoes. I'm not. That's got nothing to do with the life we're creating. That's mangoes you want. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
There's outgoing still. There's pregnancy outgoing still.
Yeah, I'm not now. All of a sudden running around. No, it's not dark. It's not dark.
There's pregnancy outgoing still.
Yeah, but they're all for the baby. Towards the end, you want to get some little baby monitors. You've seen from this place and the bottles and all that. There's nothing in the first four.
No.
Let's wait, because there's more jokes to be had. No, that's what I'm saying. You lot, wait. You lot are going mad. He lost his virginity at 28. That's crazy. I've never heard this before.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I need to
mental.
find out what happened. When did you become a screw?
23.
See,
He was in there.
there's madness is going on here. That's why he went. He was there as a virgin. He become a screw. He's a virgin. So you're a virgin.
But I did the bit.
really doing a bird?
Yes.
That's not done a bird.
No.
The proper bird, like the guy. They was doing the bird like the
No, wait.
Yeah, but
Please.
like, when you don't have knowledge or something, bro, you don't.
Yeah, no knowledge of it. Mad. That's what I'm saying. This is crazy. Listen.
I've intensified this in it.
Lie that. That's a why, man.
Nah, bro.
Where's my cards, man? Are you asking me?
Why does everyone think sex is so important to people? Like some people.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
We're men.
No.
What's happened?
It's not important for everyone.
You
Listen.
take it out, you're dumped.
Did you always know that you like girls?
Of course I did.
No, because this is a question that needs to be asked.
Maybe was you having an identity crisis? This is true.
No, bro. It
You
wasn't.
get what I'm saying?
Nah, man.
No, but
obviously,
this is the RTM podcast, bro. You can't sit here and say you lost your virginity at 28 and think we're not staying on this for about half an hour.
She's so young here.
Like, you need to know what you've done.
Marriage.
Because you know what?
Yeah, but he's come from a.
No, shut up, man. No, wait.
Go on.
Because you see what, yeah? See before man lost their virginity properly. Like, see the first, like, couple, like, man's doing it wrong and that. So I'm knowing about, like, I'm going mad. But you know the fires, man's not doing it right. But I'm saying, I'm going mad. No, I'm saying man's young, innit? Like, I know what I mean. So, 28, how was your first time? How did, like, I'm knowing what I'm, what would, you know what I'm saying? I'm knowing what, how would you do? Because if the girl knows how, the girl knows what she's
Did you
doing.
feel like you're
so
the
how was
man?
you moving?
Yeah.
'Cause you know what I'm saying? You didn't know what to do.
I didn't want her to know that thing.
She knew.
Even now.
So did you know what? Did you know what you was doing?
Well, I had an idea. Obviously, where
Watch
that-
you watch videos?
Yeah, man.
Oh, at least you went to go get lessons.
For reconstructing another man.
But,
You've never done it yourself. You're just reconstructing someone else. This is mad.
yeah, but I'm not gonna like make it obvious that you see what I'm saying. Especially at my age,
obvious
it's
to
a
you.
bit mad. It's obviously
Basically.
Did you put a condom on?
No, didn't
Why would you want to?
You didn't, innit? Because you wouldn't know.
No, but I didn't.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, bro, no disrespect.
No, but
this is mental.
It's crazy, isn't it?
No, but do you know what?
Why is it crazy when there's people that are virgin 35, 30?
All right, cool.
No, but no. When you look at me, you'll never think, and that's what. It, like,
They're gonna be DMing. The girls are gonna be DMing him.
But then again, you was working a lot. Having that job, that means you work a lot, innit? A lot of rota, right?
Yeah, it's like rota based, but I would have been still able to.
Do you have a girlfriend?
You know that when the gallums hit.
You know what's mad? I kind of had a girlfriend, but when I was a
is
virgin,
mad.
to put her off. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
No,
So then when it's mad because when you
that your
let him go on.
for being a virgin was because you wanted to obey something to do with God.
100%.
God, you believe did the same.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's what I respect.
From when he was in school and all your bridges.
No, he wasn't religious, so he's going.
I've had kind of a mad life, bro.
He's not a
Especially with
follower.
my encounters with God. It's been a bit crazy. So I'm just showing you like.
He's being honest,
see
fully
what I'm
honest,
saying?
and I respect it. I rate it. I can't even believe it.
He's a very confident
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Because you don't need to be that honest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You could have said, yeah, like I lost there 18 and that's mad. But I'm saying like you could have just. I know what I'm saying.
Whether you was doing it because you knew of a last command or you were still doing the right thing, innit?
Yeah.
So he can count the amount of women he's had sex with on his.
No, bro. I've done a madness, bro.
Allegedly.
Can I just say something quickly? Yeah, sorry, Yusuf, just go back to you quickly. Yeah,
I don't believe you.
I know
Bullshit. That's what you know. Bullshit.
I know a few.
Okay, man.
I know a few Muslim brothers who deliberately, on purpose, marry women just to sleep with them, because obviously once you're married to them, your husband and wife, you can do the deed, and then after vanishes. So as a Muslim, when you get married, are you getting married for love or just because of God?
Obviously, there's levels of compatibility as well. So definitely, there's so many sisters, and I always say to sisters as well, there's so many brothers in the world. So you find those that you're compatible with, and then you grow together. Okay. Sometimes things go wrong. You don't want to like. There's so many women that are stuck in horrible relationships and marriages.
Yeah, because they don't want to be called
like
single baby mums.
People look at one culture and think that's Islam.
Islam.
A lot of me. It was me as well. I was brought up in East London. Islam to me meant Asian.
No, not for me.
No, I know. But for me, I went to the majority of my primary school was in an Asian area. The majority of
I grew up with Somalians. They were
I didn't see
Muslims.
I saw Indians. I saw Asian people first. I remember when Somalian people there was about like, you know, and still we didn't even have any like interaction with them like that.
Yeah, sure.
Like now they got the Mali strip and that, but back in the day it wasn't like that. Even the Asians, just like we didn't have interactions with them like that. Like in school, everyone's innocent. You know the Asian guys, but like to know their religion.
It's true. They didn't really mix and mingle.
To know what, like we might have knew that this guy's Muslim, that guy's not, that guy's whatever, Bengali, whatever. But we didn't know there was no. Even a lot of born Muslims don't actually know. They know how to repeat what they've been taught. And even the Somalians, they will tell you they were hit at the masjid to learn what they learned. So they. Alhamdulillah, they learned it anyway, but they didn't know. So even when I speak to them, they don't actually know the meaning of certain du'as or how they can say it in Arabic, they can't say it in English, they can't break it down. Like, you know what I mean? So this is one of the beauties of being...
I was shocked when a lot of my Asian friends told me that.
No, but the thing is, the reason why is because they learn it so young, and a lot of the reasons they're... people teach wrongly sometimes with licks or whatever, innit? But us that chose to learn ourselves, we end up being more knowledgeable, or like they can help man on the pronunciations, but we can actually teach them the meaning.
No, I'm going to lie. I was looking to wrap this up, but 28 is mad.
But
we need another. Go on. Yeah, you can.
Look how sad this is, though. And
sad.
Look how
because he's doing it the right way, and we're laughing. Go on. I know exactly what it is. Yeah.
Look, that's an honourable thing.
Yeah.
And we're taught that even in Islam as well. You preserve yourself until you're married. But we're so corrupted now that we even myself, I had a little sniggle.
Had to.
But the reality of the reality of the situation is that that's how corrupted that we've become. That's how much influence that we have. We laugh at somebody who's actually said that, wait, I preserved myself.
Brother, he's a kafir. He's preserved himself. No, I'm saying who was the first woman? He didn't get married. He didn't.
I know. But listen, I'm not. We're not.
So we're allowed to laugh at him.
No, but what I'm actually saying is, we're not getting into the mechanics of it. But what we're saying is just the reality, the expectation.
I know what you mean. If it was like a proper brother, I know exactly what you mean, because that's the real way you're supposed to be. But he weren't doing it for religious reasons.
He was.
Oh, is it?
He wanted to get married.
Oh, he lied. He lied.
I don't know.
What religion?
You know what? I have to.
Do you know that I've been celibate for 3.5 years?
again, mad.
I know some people that are your.
No, alhamdulillah, because we can't go too mad.
From like 28 to like 30.
Alhamdulillah,
I'm 36
mad.
now.
We have to praise this now.
Swear down, bro. But you do, you see,
Have you been saving your money? Have you been like
Going on
doing
dates?
things
Do you know what though?
to prepare yourself for that?
you know what it is?
I'm celibate. I'm celibate right now as well. I'm
How long?
celibate. Huh?
Oh, I'm not listening
Why
to
for
this
that?
nonsense, man. What are you on about?
I'm celibate, bro. What are you talking about? What am
I
I'm
think
celibate.
a lot of people,
What's wrong
are
with being
so
celibate?
distracted by
Until
sex that they can't believe
I find.
people.
Do you know what I mean? I'm celibate. Not as long as you. Why for that?
Get married.
That's guy mad.
No, but you know what it is?
And you probably understand. You probably understand.
You just don't understand it. He just doesn't understand.
I understand it in the level
deep
that
level.
I'm
The strength of.
I could, you know what? When I was on badness, yeah, I just,
When was you on badness? What badness?
when I was,
What do you think badness is?
Where like you have
'Cause I
like a
could tell you
rotation.
weren't on
When-
badness.
no. When you
You're
have
a
like a
screw, bro.
rotation. No, come
You
on,
was a
man.
screw,
No,
bro. You
no.
was never on
How?
Our
How?
badness is badness.
But yeah, when I had
Sorry,
girls
sorry.
on like rotation or whatever, like bro,
Clown. This is the
like
clown.
spiritual. I could sleep with a girl and I could tell if she was a prosy. This is how deep it got for me.
A prosy.
Like just like spiritually, like I could just say,
he
oh,
paid.
what you do like?
Of course he could tell
Like
because
you
he paid.
like for your crutches, innit?
You're spiritually blessed. Like,
Like you see what I'm saying?
You can
Like,
tell when she asked you for the money.
You see what I'm saying? You know, like
No,
people don't understand how damaging sex is.
Slept with a prostitute that didn't charge you for you to be like.
I know.
But that's
Do
what
you
I'm saying.
end that?
Yeah, no, but I'm
With a
just saying-
I did, but this is what I'm
No,
saying.
but you guys are not
Without
listening.
knowing.
You're not-
No, you guys are not listening to the deeper message.
No,
So
man.
if I
I hear what he said. I meant spiritual ties. And stuff.
because she wouldn't have to tell me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So obviously, if I say, I'm thinking, no, hold on, you do something for.
You know what? This
But
is
you
turning into bullying.
pray now, so
No, of course I pray.
you pray.
Yeah,
Oh,
We say it's like going in there. There's just bare voices.
Bro, it's a mazine. It's long, bro. Like the spiritual people don't understand the spiritual consequences when.
and you're
See
attacking
what I'm saying?
people.
It's peace.
No, but-
curses on you. It's true.
Do you know what? Being celibate and is trust me.
If a lot of men were
Being
like
married is
this,
heavier.
Yeah, it is. It is.
they would avoid jail.
But man's not married, innit? So
Still have
it's
time.
better to be celibate until you can't just be fucking anyone. What do you mean?
Bro.
I'm older now. Do you know what I mean? Can't just be going mad out
You
there.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know about.
He's going mad though.
I don't know about.
Absolutely not, man.
I don't know about all these ties and stuff and whatever and you know what I'm saying, being able to detect a woman's progression. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But
I don't know-
you can tell a girl if a girl sells herself. Of course you can, unless you ain't been around girl.
No, I could
can't.
do you know how I would? Do you know what I would do? to stop
Definitely
that?
can't. I've seen some surprises.
We'd be more about people's behavior and stuff like that, or how much you're following, or so. It wouldn't be by the fact that I went inside you and now.
Do you think there's not? Do you think there's not girls? Wait a sec. Stick up in a sec. Do you think there's not girls that act like you that saw their pom pom?
What do you mean? I like me?
Like no, I'm telling you.
No, okay.
Because she's saying you can tell.
No, let's
She's saying you can tell.
let's explore
She's saying
it.
no, but you're saying you can tell.
Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
but I'm saying there's girls that look like you and talk like you and act like you that saw their pom pom.
Yeah, but how do I act like?
So
like,
no, but I'm saying
I
no,
don't
but that's what I'm trying to say. You can't tell. That's why I'm trying to say to you, you can't tell. Is what I'm trying to say. You can't tell.
What he's saying, there's a girl that's probably got.
They're not probably, they are. Brother, been Dubai. I'm not saying probably. I'm telling you they are. I'm not telling you probably. I'm not saying probably. I'm saying definitely. I'm not saying probably. You've been Dubai, right?
Yeah.
Right. So definitely there's girls looking like you, yeah? Talking like you, and they're selling their pom pom. That's what I'm trying to say.
but-
That's not. But why I'm saying
I'm
that
not
is.
saying I do it.
I know you
What
don't.
makes you
I know
think I
you
don't?
don't.
I
I
don't.
know you don't. But I'm saying you can't tell. Is what I'm saying. Because you said, oh, you can tell.
it's
So
impossible.
I'm saying you can't tell because you don't, do you? So if you could tell, you've got to look for it. Is what I'm saying. Without being trying to be rude.
I'm not saying me. I'm
No, but I
saying
know what.
man.
I know.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm saying. You can't tell.
This whole conversation's a bit whitish, yeah, but. Like,
No, you
I
bringing
think
it
you're
white.
a bit whitish.
Yeah. No, everything you're saying is white. Like I can use to.
I think here that like you must not be that interested in sex. Like you see when we was young, yeah. No, but you see when we was young, we was someone that had it. Some people was even lying. Yeah, I have, but they ain't. Like, it was like a thing you needed to do. Like, do you know what I'm saying to you? Well, no, hey.
No.
This is turning into bullying. Let's move off this. This is PTSD for Jeff. No, you know what I'm saying? It's PTSD for Jeff. Yeah, he can't remember the last time he seen Pum Pum.
After you have had it, yeah.
You're so lucky you didn't say that when the British Broadcasting Corporation was there.
I had it so young that I don't really look at sex as some next mad deep things that other people do. You know what
But
I'm
you
saying?
do because you're surprised that he ain't had sex until he's
Yeah, but what I mean by deep,
No, he's a kafir, so he's not gonna think of it as a deep.
Nothing to do
Yeah,
with God.
yeah, he's a kafir. He's not thinking.
Physical thing, how can you do without that? So he doesn't believe in putting something
Yeah,
above
do you get what I'm saying?
or sacrifice.
We were able to see the.
But what I'm saying is like, so once you did have it, yeah, and by the sounds of it, you was fucking strippers, so
I was doing the madness.
wild and
Allegedly,
yeah.
that's allegedly.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
Were they enjoying it?
That's allegedly.
Yeah.
I was on smoke. I was on call, man.
But how would you know?
You don't have to,
Bro, listen,
like-
when you circle back to me, listen.
I know why, but
can't watch you.
It's a why, but no, but you know the mad one. No, but you're not even knowing. It's a mad why conversation because I'm even thinking, what? Yeah, no. But what she's saying because it's like
Okay,
you didn't know what to do for a
I'm
few
not gonna
times.
think. I'm not gonna.
It's not like it's not like as soon as we lost our virginity, we just knew we was just going. We was
But I was
the
very-
heavy,
I'm-
do you get what I'm saying?
I'm confident- I'm a
like we had to get used to it or knowing what we're doing.
Very
everything.
confident. Very confident. Very confident.
I was very confident, but man, still, do you get what I'm saying? Still had to, know what you was doing.
I was on smoke. I racked up a high, like, you know.
Numbers.
I racked up high.
In comparison to
Yeah.
you,
More than 10. More than 10.
No, the numbers is the numbers, but are they laughing?
Lot.
Are they somewhere laughing?
Oh,
Are they somewhere laughing? The numbers is the numbers.
It's on YouTube, so obviously there's gonna be some feedback.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the comments.
You see what I'm saying?
Guy
I
mad.
didn't lack in that
all
department.
feedbacks.
I didn't lack.
All this is
I
feedback.
didn't lack. I didn't. No chance. Impossible. Impossible.
What he's trying to say is, you know, like, fucking up as a youth, where both youths are like,
We need to bring the conversation to somewhere where
you're
Dwayne can get involved.
I know, like this
Like,
bad.
yeah, you know, like he's just
What do you
married,
call it?
he's
What do you call
thinking,
it? Stuff
can we
like
move
that,
on the
yeah.
conversation, please? Can you wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
going to eat now.
Sorry, guys. I had to.
No, hey,
Big up, no.
Big up 28.
Big up, man.
no,
your new
you
name.
know what? Well, for featuring back on the show and just
Explore.
one of our RTM ones. Because remember, like, I don't know, innit, if they're going to keep this till the next, but he's actually funny. We need to get that out there within the next 2 weeks that there's 20, someone lost his gin at 28. Mad. You know, do you know how crazy that is? Like, these time, man's we had a youth, everything.
Of course.
Man's had a youth, everything.
Can you see?
No, because I'm just thinking, raw, like, the whole of that time. But
mad,
big you up,
isn't it?
though, because that's...
And
big up.
they are good men, and there's some people, women and men, they do wait. Like, I've got a family friend, she was like 38, and I was like, you're gonna be 39, like, you don't have no child, you're not married. She's like, no, I'm waiting for the guy, the guy's gonna marry me.
Did he ever
and
come?
And I want, hold on, and I want to have a child with someone that hasn't got a child. This is why in life it's good to have faith, because look, I spoke to her within a space of like 9 months. She's calling me, she's telling me she had a baby. I said, what do you mean you had a baby? When was she pregnant?
One night
She was
stand.
pregnant the whole time.
Yeah, she had 1,000
met
eggs.
somebody, but she kept it to herself. She kept it to herself.
Bare caged eggs.
But the guy,
I don't know if that's the guy that hates. See the fact that she kept it to herself. There might have been a couple more guys that she kept to herself.
Listen,
Remember what they told you yesterday on TikTok? You can't.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Like, because we can keep talking about prison forever, everyone. Dwayne, respect
Yusuf.
my brother.
Thank you.
Yusuf, it's always so pleasure to see you, my brother.
It's always a pleasure.
No, because he talks so well, and you're
And,
definitely gonna have to
one of the
circle back.
spoken people I've spoke to.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to circle back on the show because you can always, we've got the platform. This is our platform, and this is where. So anything we need them to know, we're here for it. Do you get what I'm saying? Even with the jokes or
thank
whatever,
you. Yeah.
like we said, there's always serious shit behind the jokes. So thanks for you lot to watching everything and all that. But there's the man them are struggling. The man them. Why are you laughing? You're a screw, you know. You know how much screws man's moved to? Do you know how much screws man's moved to? That's what I'm saying. Don't trigger man. Yeah, don't trigger man. Laughing at the man them struggling in the bin. What's he doing? Don't you know that? You know what I'm saying? This guy mad. But True Sis knows him. He gets a pass. You know him, innit, sis? Yeah.
Oh, how do you know Molly?
Oh, you don't
Sis
know
knows him. Sis knows him.
Yeah, yeah, we need to know because.
Yeah, sis knows him.
Oh, is it
But laughing.
Molly? Molly?
second,
Is he related to them lot?
How did you get shot at?
Oh.
Quickly, real quickly.
Yeah.
You said that you got shot. Just quickly get us through that.
Of what? When I got shot?
Yeah. You actually got touched.
No, he didn't.
No,
He
I
was
got
saying
shot at.
madness.
I
Yeah.
heard that.
It was in Brixton.
Of course it's Brixton. What else is it
Brixton,
going to
you
be?
gotta love Brixton, didn't you?
Walthamstow.
Brixton Building.
Could be in Walthamstow.
He's
Brixton, innit? Okay, yeah. Brixton.
Yeah. So did it nearly get you? Was it?
No. So I imagine that, cut a long story short, like obviously some triads, they like robbed like my
Triads.
Yeah,
Mad.
yeah, bro. And
You
then
got shot
obviously
by
like
triads?
let off, and I remember it's pinged off like
Mad.
the.
She was with your bro shot.
the sign, like not that the stop sign, the arrow sign. I'll never forget when it pinged off. I think, fuck it.
Yeah, that's scary, isn't it?
Your heart jumps,
Did it
mate.
off more than one?
I think, it was, bro, I was gone. When I heard the first thing, I was gone. I'm not dying like that. I'm trying to die like that, man.
All right. Where can they find you? You do RIPs and R3s?
No, this is a special one.
Yeah.
But we can do, because it's always that. But free everyone. R.I.P.
Prison episode. We have
Who's
to shout.
died recently?
Miles. Miles Malone.
I'm thinking, so say someone's died recently. R.I.P. Biggs from MPK, man. Biggs, man. My dog. They found him.
R.I.P. Genesis.
Found him dead in his yard.
DJ Genesis. It's still,
It's happening
RIP.
I know. Look, people just getting.
People are dying.
Yeah, just
People are
waking.
dying in the house.
And do you know the maddest thing? Because I'm a bachelor, yeah, and I live on my own. Obviously,
Scary, you know.
I'm not scared of death because as a Muslim, we welcome death. And
Yeah.
I do anyway. I don't care. Not like that, but if I die, then I die in it. Alhamdulillah. But I'm saying like it's still a fault living on your own because I'm seeing. Remember, I'm a maniac. I've done like.
That's why it's good to have somebody that checks up on you. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what it's looking like inside.
thing about you.
I'm gonna tell you what it's looking like inside. You know, like when you see all them things when they show you what your body really looks like inside from all the madness you've been through the drugs. Okay, the drugs, I said it. But I'm saying like, is there madness? Even Elmo. Is there madness? There's joke.
What?
Not just me, but I'm saying all the 90s stuff is still in the system. Do you get me? There's stuff from the 90s.
Come in my service, I'll help you.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like it's still.
That's mind game.
That's why man keep going gymnasium and you're going mad.
I know where you're getting to. If you died, are you thinking, would anybody know because you live by yourself or whatever?
No, not even that because I'll be gone. But I'm just saying it's just I definitely wouldn't be thinking anything.
But
I'm
have you
gone
got-
in it.
but
But I'm
have
just
you got
saying.
somebody
No, I'm
that
just.
would
I'm,
know?
no, I don't care. I'll be gone. That's what I'm saying. It's not even that. I'm just thinking it's. Do you get what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah as well. Like it's not even. We'd be alhamdulillah. It's not like worse if that's how I went. I'm alhamdulillah. Like rah, that was quick and fast. That was nothing. No brands, nothing. Like. Alhamdulillah, you get me? Alhamdulillah, right? Alhamdulillah, right? Like man, just
Right, it's midnight night.
nice baiting up the time.
Huh?
We don't want them waiting outside the bush every midnight. Now, I'm joking.
Who the hell is gonna be?
Man, no one, of course, no one will ever do that. They'll be shot. And I'm
Just
going
in
mad.
case.
I'm going mad. This is for the British broadcasting. We can't let them know too much. Where can they follow you? That's what you're saying, and you laugh.
Nyame_Tieku 22, I think. 20,
Yeah,
I'll follow you.
yeah, it's gonna sing it there anyway.
When I'm on the pod, innit?
999 Crime Stoppers. He ain't there.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he's talking rubbish from.
You kind of got us out of it.
Sorry, man.
But you said where they can find you, yeah? Any
Gram.
RIPs and frees? You don't want anyone in jail to be free?
Yeah, the triplets. My boy Fresh. Fresh from.
Why for that? Yeah, my boy Fresh is mad. Man.
Yeah, Fresh. Obviously, big up all the man. Fucking, I don't even know where to start because as soon as they even came on there, flipping, I know they're flipping 6'7", flipping, I don't even know. Fucking, yeah, I've had like a fucking brain fog, innit?
Yeah. Anyone dead?
No. Obviously, my boy Endo, his dad passed, so like obviously just keep your head up. Who else is there? Simba, Blaze, T. Everyone that's been
Your
in the
brother's
system
on
with
road
man.
now, yeah?
But yeah, he
Pick
was
him
out.
up, pick him up.
Yeah, and big up obviously this podcast as well. You are doing well, man. You're draw outs though, fucking.
Yeah, come on.
Flipping on.
Listen,
He
you got
loves the
away
draw. He
lightly
loves the
today.
draw
There was a
out.
few distractions. There's a couple of
Today's
people.
actually the most
Yeah.
sensible time I've ever been on RTA. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody sit here.
Oh, thanks for coming here and adding to that sensibleness. Yeah, you understand, guy,
I
man.
think it's definitely OG was part of that.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Your energy,
Not-
your energy was good.
So, where can we find you, Gucci?
Me,
Yeah, your acts.
Miss Gucci, D, Instagram.
Yeah, we'll thing it underneath anyway.
Yeah, boom. My brother.
Dwaine Patterson 3.
Oh, what, is that on
Sorry, that's on Instagram.
Instagram? And is that the only place where they can find you right now?
LinkedIn as well.
LinkedIn, yeah.
Ah, here we go. That's real creative. Yeah, you know LinkedIn from here. LinkedIn, you know.
Come on,
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, because you wouldn't.
He
He wouldn't. No, but he wouldn't.
What the fuck is
He
LinkedIn?
would- Yeah, you know the ones they wouldn't. But go on. Let's just get to the end of the
He's done
thing,
your
please.
all right, Ming the Merciless, Chronic, slew them. You know where to find me outside and where my brothers there.
Yeah, Pinky Notes on everything except Snapchat, Pinky Notes 5, like I said earlier on. Wow, me and Temper T, Scary Times, all that shit.
Have you apologized?
No, I'm not gonna.
Well,
What?
because we calm down. Follow me at young underscore. Hello. Follow me at young underscore spray
Hold on.
under. Hello.
Sorry.
Like, was I talking when you were saying all that chronic and rah? And you. No, but I was being quiet.
bears over, man.
No, but I'm saying no, I'm not. Like, not when we're doing all of that. I was. You know what? Fuck this, man.